Perfect. And we are live. What is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome back to Discord Dungeons and Dragons with the Solaires. Say hi to Tiny, Walf, Stray Cat, and Hermaeus. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
And Abby's in the background. Say hi, Abby.
Hi.
Alright, so anyways, I'm doing a bit better now, hopefully. Let's hope it stays that way. I'd like it to stay that way. Gotta say, got my dice tower, got all my information. Alright. So, I am ready to start right away, actually, which is good.
I am as well. Just waiting for
Yes.
others.
Yep. That's perfectly okay. This gives me a chance to do the recap real quick, and also just information. We are going to end the stream at exactly 2 o'clock, because I do work tomorrow, and I've been having a hard time sleeping recently. So, last time on D&D. So the Solaires had decided to continue helping the city as much as they could after the Melbourne's, well, inevitable attack. After helping the city as much as they can, they decided to return to the Rose Garden Inn for some R&R and recuperation. Upon doing so, they decided to make merry and have fun. I know that you guys did stop at a couple shops as well, but we're going to focus mainly on what happened last stream, which was a kind of a crazy show as Blue decided to perform. About to say, Sculvin, Bimp Naughton, and a lot of others were just kind of taking the night to relax and recharge and, you know, feel better. However, for two of our players, they decided to just get shit-faced drunk on Dwarven Spirits, the strongest drink. About to say, Sculvin and Garnan decided to go in competition, starting with arm wrestling, and then into drinking. Which, Sculvin was able to stand tall over Garnan in this particular case. Somehow, Garnan was having bad rolls.
He was.
Of course, after the night was done and everybody went to rest, but I say, when everybody came down for breakfast and Garnan recovering from one of the worst hangovers he's ever had, they came down to find Sculvin upside down hanging like a possum. Lost his money, lost his armor, lost his money to the girls in the corner, which turned out to be plants.
Pretty pink flowers.
And then we ended the session on Garnan and Blue heading over to Super Top Secret General.
I made the maps and got 45 gold.
That is correct. So, I know you guys want to get on the path and keep on moving. I know you guys want to go see the Baron. So, we're going to go ahead and do a time lapse of 1 week. In that 1 week, is there anything you guys in particular would like to do? Aside from, I know Blue wants to do his training. I assume Kazir wants to do his training. And I know that Garnan and Sculvin want to do their animal training.
I want to do my training, and I want to go to the Spitfire.
Yep. You want to go see Damien?
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and start with Damien. So you show up to the fire now for sure. The Spitfire Blacksmith. I have that in my notes.
Okay.
It is called officially. It is the Spitfire.
I knew it.
So you arrive at the Spitfire Blacksmith, and you see it's early day. As you guys have been out and about. About to say, upon doing so, you notice that Damien's already hard at work at the forge. Apparently, working. He doesn't appear to be making weapons at the moment. He's actually looks like he's working on. He appears to be working on some basic metallic like screws and nuts and bolts. You suppose he's probably been commissioned in the helping of rebuilding. So. You walk up to him as he's kind of pulling out what appears to be like a lead box. That once he kind of turns over, you see a bunch of like screws and stuff pull out of the mold. Oi, hi lad. How could I help you?
I have come here to get a better set of armor. I would like to get a called studded leather.
Studded leather. Oh, that's basic work. Shouldn't be a problem. Let me take a look at my commissions book. And you see he pulls out a what appears to be a decent-sized ledger. People trying to... Probably of orders and everything that he's currently working on.
2 nights in a row, Winter. Forgot to add everyone.
Oof.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Thanks, Wolf. Well,
Well, Wolf. Radioactive Wolf.
Daniel.
No.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Going through my stuff. Going through my stuff.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Ow. I got an itch on my neck all of a sudden.
Ah, here we go. Right. Yeah. Alright. Looking at some studded leather. Alright, lad. I could squeeze you in. It's gonna be a couple days if that's alright with you. I was about to say about 2 days.
That is fine by me.
Normally the charge would be about 45 gold, but in this case, since you guys have been helping out the city, I can break it down for 30.
I put out the
He'll take the 30 gold pieces, and he writes you what appears to be a kind of ticket. This is just to let you know that I'm working on your stuff.
I take it and put it in my bag of holding.
Alright. I'm gonna get back to work, but it was good seeing you, lad.
Good seeing you too. And that's all I wanted to do.
Alright. Oh god, it feels so good to actually be able to do some of my accents again.
Cool, man. Cool.
Also, Phantom Daredevil and DJ, welcome to the chat, my frosty friends. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Hey.
Hello! Is my mic on?
Yeah, your mic's on.
Yes.
We can hear you perfectly.
I keep forgetting to turn it on, and when I go to turn it and I feel like a damn shit because I end up talking to myself for 20 minutes.
Don't worry about it. Alrighty. So, we got that done. Does anybody want to do any other personal shopping? Or anything like that? Or anybody you want to see?
Nothing I can think of. The only thing Kazir would want to do is training.
Okay.
Well, technically, you would want to look around, but that's not something you can really time lapse.
That's okay. I mean, well, technically we can. We can say Kazir took the time to kind of... Are you looking to just...
town?
Yeah, just kind of go around...
To get to know the town, maybe know the shopkeepers, stuff like that.
You know what? Roll me... go ahead and roll me a... let's just do an overall perception check to kind of get a grasp on the town.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Ooh, not bad.
No, not bad at all. About to say 17 plus your perception.
And that's plus 2. Yeah,
Plus 2, so
that's
19.
plus 2.
Oh yeah, you
Yep.
because you're over the next couple of days. Over the next week, you take your time. You go around and meet people in the Trident ward. You want to go ahead and go up to the Pike ward. You don't really go up to the Scepter ward because the Scepter ward is kind of its own thing, and those are higher upper class society, and they're just kind of hoity-toity and all that. But getting to know a lot of the shopkeepers in Trident District, you really get to know a lot of the people. Barb likes seeing you come by. About to say, Damien is always happy to see you. You really can tell about about Marvin. About to say, Marvin's an interesting book. It's hard to say. But yeah, a lot of people get to know you, and you get to know a lot of people. About to say, everyone and more importantly, you've gotten to know a lot of the city itself, and about to say, do you just take time and just kind of chat with people and just kind of maybe get to know a little bit more of the history of Melbourne and everything?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
All right. Oof.
Oof, indeed. Not a lot.
Pretty sure my history, or wait, what would that be added to? History, right? Yeah, that's +1.
Okay, so 4. You get a lot of history stuff, but not all of it really soaks in. However, there is one interesting tidbit you end up finding out about. Just an interesting little fun fact. It is said that during the time of darkness, when the walls were built, it said that supposedly Melbourne was actually named after an ancient dragon that helped fight to keep the area safe.
Oh, that's cool.
A little fun fact and a little bit of mythology for this particular city. But I say you didn't roll that high, so you didn't really get too much info about it.
Yeah.
But you did find out the city was named after an ancient dragon.
Cool.
All right. So with that being said, and Kazir's had some fun going. What's up?
I have one thing I need to do. I just thought of it.
Okay. About to say, what do you need to do, Blue?
I want to take 5 things of wine from the Watermelon Theater.
5 things of wine from the Watermelon Theater?
Yes.
Easily done. About to say, Max isn't even going to stop you.
5 things of wine, and I need 5 more pairs of earbuds, because I need a lot of those.
Okay. About to say, easily done. It doesn't take... doesn't take... No, that's good. But I say, it does not take you long at all to get your hands on that stuff.
Alright.
Alright. Why am I server muted? I have no idea. So, also, Phantom Darrell, is that an Irish accent you're doing? I do it perfectly, although I'm Irish. That makes sense. But I say, mine, I always get my Scottish and my Irish mixed up, and I apologize for that.
I don't just know the history of magic, do I? I know other history.
About to say, what are you looking at?
I have a proficiency in history.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't allow me to just know history and magic, does it?
You know some basic history and everything, but as far as the city goes, you're not. I'd have you roll for it, just because.
I'd probably be at a disadvantage.
I wouldn't say a disadvantage. You have read many books, but I would be hard pressed to say what you would know. But anyways, so now we've done that, we're gonna start working on towards training. About to say, let's start off with. Let's go ahead and start off with the 2 people that have been doing the most training over the long period of time. So, Kazir,
Yes.
I would like you to roll me a strength check and a dex check. Starting with strength.
So, no,
So roll a d20, roll a single d20 and plus your strength.
all right. 16, and my strength is
15.
pretty. What?
You got
That's a 15.
minus 1.
Minus 4. Oh, -1. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right.
So 15. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you roll me a dex check?
All right. God. Oof.
That's still
your dex?
pretty. That's still pretty good.
15.
So
Yeah, I forgot I had high.
You're a rogue. About to say you typically have high dex. You're also a kitty cat man, which they also have pretty high dex.
True.
It's ironic, actually. Now that I think about it, Tabaxis are like really, really good rogues and really good rangers.
Yes.
Yep. One could say they're perfect.
Exactly. Also, oh god, well, all over again. Don't be sorry for that. You done a northern accent. Oh, cool. Okay, at least I got a accent. I'm about to say I'm pretty good at northern accent. But my northern accent is more Canadian. But anyways, so actually Bard. That'd be interesting actually. But anyways, not the point. I would say instead of making you roll like 7 times for each of those rolls, I'm gonna say that the 15 for strength and 15 for dexterity kind of goes over the weak. All right. So now that you've been training with the with the longbow for it's been over a month now. You have been practicing constantly and keeping up and being diligent. From the DM perspective, on your notes, Stray Cat, you can now say you are proficient with a longbow.
Yes.
So now you're able to use a longbow instead of a longbow and a short bow.
Noise. Add that to my chart.
Yep. You could say that out loud, Hermaeus, but no.
Say what? Oh, didn't look at that.
Skulvin gives you his longbow as I assume, kind of as a graduation gift for now being able to use it.
Cute. Oh man. Adding that to my inventory.
Nice. Noise.
Think Kazir is very grateful for the longbow.
I feel that, Phantom. I feel that. Let's say I am a silent stalker of the swamps. Oh gosh. So, with that, now that we've been able to, now that's well, I can now imagine Kazir how much damage he's gonna do now. Whew, that'll be fearful. All right. Assassination.
Annihilation.
Suffocation. No breathing.
Ooh. Sorry, I was completely different thing when I did annihilation.
Thank you for getting that reference. Thank you. But anyways, now for blue. We're gonna roll a check for you, my dude, for practicing your Elven.
Each time I practice, I want to.
Yep, I remember you use enhance ability.
And lucky, so I get to roll 4 times.
Go ahead and roll.
Get to roll 4 times and take the highest.
Yep.
I have 16 plus my intelligence. 16 plus 3, so 19.
19, nice. 4 times, by the way, is that... I definitely understand 1. Enhance ability gives you the ability to roll a second time, if I remember correctly, because it gives you advantage.
And then lucky is
Yep, and then lucky allows you to roll again. If you don't like the roll. Where'd the 4th one come from, if you don't mind me asking?
I really don't. No, all I know is one time you gave me disadvantage, and when I rolled lucky, you made me roll 4 times.
I'm about to say, I would say, Skulvin, just chill. I am the dungeon master, not you. Anyways, I would say no matter what, you still roll 3 times, and the 16 was in the first. No problem. And your 16 was in the first.
Was in the first 3.
Yes. So I would be a 19. So, with that being said, I would say with practicing your Elven, I would now say that you can add to your character sheet, you are proficient in Elven. You can now speak the Elven language and actually understand. You're able to read it now. It's a little bit harder to read it, but you are learning. About to say when it comes to reading and writing, but you are getting it down, and speaking it, you are now fluent. You can speak it.
I can sing.
However, you are not, I will say as the Dungeon Master, you are not fluent in Sylvan. Sylvan is like the hoity-toity higher-end version of Elven. And it's something that... it's like... It's the language of the High Elves, essentially. And like some of the deeper fae. Elvish, not Elven. Anyways, tell friends I said hi over the time. Not a problem. But I say, oh, by the way, guys, Phantom Daredevil says hi.
Hi.
From the chat. Help.
I don't have it pulled up, but I probably should.
But anyways, you can now add that to your notes now, Tiny, that you are proficient in... You are now fluent in Elven.
Nice, I speak 3 completely different languages.
But to say, the thing is, and if anybody has any questions on how this stuff works, in the player's handbook, there is actually a section that is dedicated to downtime. And downtime is actually how you learn different languages, different skills, and even feats you can acquire using your downtime. It's a cool section. Definitely recommend checking it out. Anywhoozles. Now, time for a big one for our fighter and our barbarian. Animal training. Alright, so, Garnan, Skulven, I would like you guys to... Can I get medium armor mastery in my downtime? Over time, yes. They're about to say, we can talk about that through the DMs, and we can go over how downtime works, but yes, over time, you can get that. I get advantage, correct? Yes, Garnan, because you have the ability to now
I'm
speak...
back. Sorry for the...
No problem, Kazir. About to say, no problem, stray cat.
It's alright if you call me Kazir.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
About to say, one check or multiple. It would be, I would say in this particular case, because it's a week and having you guys each roll 7 times would be a hassle. About to say, could I teach them Lucky? No, Lucky is, I would have, you know what? Let me double check the book on that one. About to say, have you... Well, that's a lot of shit rolls. Yes. I was going to say, Garnan and Skulven, have you each roll me a d20 with your animal handling? And Garnan, you have advantage.
Oosh.
This is the only role that I don't have memorized for Skolven right now. I need to check if I have proficiency in it.
Okay.
Ah, I don't.
Trying to learn to play. That's okay, Phantom. Better say Dungeons and Dragons is one of those games that's just ridiculously fun to play.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the more you play it, the easier it does.
Oh, absolutely.
And at first it's really daunting when trying to keep track of all the numbers and stuff, but it's a brain training thing, kind of.
Of course, there's a lot of awesome people that do a lot of awesome videos explaining the rules and how to play. I'm actually considering doing some videos on that myself.
That would be fun. I'd definitely watch them.
But I say teaching people how certain classes work and how certain rules work from the player's handbook and everything. That'd be fun. I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'd like to watch that.
But I say otherwise, there's a one really good. Better say Critical Role does a really awesome series called Handbook or Helper that goes over all of the different subsection rules and sections of the player's handbook. That's actually how I got more in depth learning how most of those work. But I would like to go even deeper than what they have and kind of go over some of the subtext from other books like Tasha's Cauldron and Xanathar's Guide and all that. I think that'd be a fun series to do. I'll consider it. Anyways,
Yeah.
point is, all right, Garnan. Actually, Garnan, I need you to roll me animal handling with advantage one more time because you are training 2 animals. Nice. Okay, so Garnan, using your natural Furbolg racial trait and being able to speak with the animals, you actually training them became a lot easier. And now that you remembered you could do that, basically you establish dominance pretty easily, and but I say as you establish dominance pretty easily, and it doesn't actually take you too long to get them to listen to you. But I say with a couple of days, about 5 days in, you were able to successfully get them to obey commands. And basically the last 2 days were kind of just going over a little bit more complex orders, and they do follow them to the ladder. From this one, anyways, for that, with that being said, whenever you go to see, whenever you to give your pups commands. Wait, training puppies in D&D and real life? Meta say I will say that with that being said, whenever you give them orders to do something, you do have advantage because of the fact that you are able to train them.
Nice.
However, the first year is always going to be the hardest because of the fact that they're still pups. Oh my, I didn't realize it was 5 here. I have to work at 7. I should probably sleep. That probably would be a wise call, Phantom.
Very wise.
How old are they? 17 weeks, correct? Yes, they are very young pups. And now, Skulven, you have a bit of a harder time getting your wolf to listen to you. You must have gotten the rowdy one of the group because this one does not like to listen as well as the others. It's a lot of hard work, and you end up... ends up biting you a lot. You end up biting it a couple of times. It goes back and forth. But ultimately, by the end of the 7 days, your dog does successfully... Hope you have a great day. You too, Phantom. Stay frosty, my friend. Wait. I bite harder than the pupper. Yep. It's like oh god, what's the name of that movie? What's the name of that? Yeah, Snow Dogs, where you bite your pup on the ear.
Yeah, that's Snow Dogs. Cause
God, it's been years since
Demon.
it's been years since I watched that movie. Say ghostly, my frosty dude. Thank you so much. I will. Oh no, I do decent. It's fine. It's you're doing subdue damage. You're fine. You do not subdue the puppy forever. But I would say a subdue bite, exactly. I would say that it takes you the entire week, but by the end of that week, your dogs now listen to you. But I say, Garnan, your animals seem to listen to you a little bit better, but also you might think because they can understand actually what you're saying, because you can speak to them. But either way, you guys successfully train your animals, and by the end of it, Willie shakes your hand, just like, well, shoot, boys, that's some good work you got there. Well, to say, oh, you might be the finest owners I've ever done seen. I forget that I'm working with the 2 silent boys.
Yep. Yep.
Oy.
So,
Crap.
Tiny mute. Pardon me.
You were saying, Skelvin?
I don't know.
You don't know? What?
well, thank you for the training, because that was good.
Well, absolutely. You guys have been showing up for your shifts every day to learn how to train these animals. Oh, you'd be surprised how many people impromptu buy these animals and don't bother with the training.
I'm sure it's a pretty big hassle to have to deal with people like that.
Oh, absolutely. I end up with those animals again, and I end up having to give them to their proper owners, the ones that actually take the time to get them trained. Basically, he's just stating that he's had those assholes who like go out and like buy birds impromptu and go like, oh, this bird's pretty, I want it, and then they realize, oh yeah, taking care of a bird, it's a lot harder than it looks.
We would never do that. Never. We love our dogs. Severely.
Speaking of which, I might have you guys have to DM me the name of your guys' dogs again, because I can't remember. I have them in my notes, but I don't remember where.
Fine, Winter.
Thank you, appreciate it. Well, I want to call them by their proper names and not, dog number 1.
It's pinned. It's in the pen.
It's in the pen? Awesome, thank you. Anywhoozles. With that being said, you guys have successfully taken the week to train your animals, learn from your books, practice with your bows, and over this week you successfully... I'm about to say, you have successfully learned everything you possibly could And now is the day. You wake up pretty early. It is now about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, or a little after morning. You guys have eaten some breakfast, and they've called, and you see somebody come up to, the Rose Garden Inn. He looks a little bit. He looks like he's dressed a little bit fancier than most people that you've seen. And he looks up to your group, kind of gives you a kind of a wave of acknowledgement, and walks over to you guys and goes, "Oh, excuse me. Would you happen to be the Solaires?"
That would be us.
It says in my record book that you have a meeting with the Baron.
And your record book would be correct.
Good. So, because of everything that has happened, we don't exactly have room to fit all 9 of you. So, we'd like to have a few representatives. If we could have 4, maybe 5 representatives, because having all 9 might be a bit tricky.
I want to be a
I want to be a represent.
Me, Bimp, Knackle, Skullivan, and Kazir.
Woo! Just see a lizard folk. Been watching too much TFS.
Sorry.
I'm just imagining old young Cletus. We're just sending them a log that said all the dumb things we think about them. You know, like how we hate them humies and we'd like to eat them and kill them. And then we sent them another log that said yeehaw, and then we attacked. Oh my gosh. I love the Gator folks in his campaign. They're just amazing. But anyways, not what we're talking about. So, the representatives you guys chose: Kazir, Skullivan, Blue, and Pipnotten.
Hell yeah!
And Knackle.
And Knackle. Well, that's actually 5 representatives, but that's okay. You guys shouldn't. And then he sees who Knackle is. Is he? Yeah, is he kind of
He's
points?
Okay.
Okay,
He's a nice guy, okay? We just keep him around because we don't want the idiots to tamper with him.
Oh, okay. I just, where you guys are going to see the Baron, and I want to make sure it is my responsibility to make sure that everything
He's
is
as
good.
pacifist as they come. He really doesn't like killing people. It's one of his least favorite things to do.
Okay, I just, my you know what my job is, and that is what I do, and I just want to make sure that all is good. If all is good, let's go in and see the Baron. And I need to find, I need to find out where my notes are for the Baron. Because I actually wrote an addendum for his information, and instead of, because I'm an idiot and I didn't write it in the book. I apologize, guys. Converse amongst yourself for a minute while I look. I need to find my notes.
So, why the hell are you bringing me along, Glue?
Protection, just in case.
Can never be too safe.
Fair enough.
Oh, Blue actually is thinking about you. How sweet.
No, he's not. He just loves me for my body. He doesn't care.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
That is one way to put it.
Where did I put my notes on the Baron? Did I?
He wants you for what's on your body.
Whoa. You want my muscles? Damn.
Ew!
It's getting hot and spicy up here. And I don't think that's the climate change.
Oh, this is just a list of games that I was playing.
Don't know how to play.
We'll show you the way. Handbook, 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 handbook.
Handbook, handbook.
Girl helper. Handbook or helper.
You guys are crazy. You're crazy.
Let's see, name of the cities and continents. Cities that you guys will be visiting. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Other games that were recommended to me. Who the fuck is Booga Booga? It's in my notes here, and I don't know why.
Why do I have a feeling we'll hear that name again and we'll be scared next time we hear it?
Well. What do we have here?
Oh, Ducky fell right into Booga Booga's trap.
Took
So-
me a moment to catch that joke.
Oh goodness! Oh gracious! I can't believe my ears!
Is that a Booga Booga I hear?
Booga Booga, the true BBG.
Do you want me to help you read your notes?
Booga Booga
here's
is
this-
the hero of them all.
There's one bad. Okay, fun fact for you guys, and as just a standpoint of being both a player and a dungeon master, I have one really bad habit. Whenever I think of things and I'm trying to get my stuff in order, I tend to write a lot of stuff on sticky notes. And I have a lot of sticky notes. Like the front of my writing desk has like 8 to 10 sticky notes of information at any given time.
Winter, don't worry, I have 3 notebooks of sticky notes, so it's fine.
Okay, I'm glad to know.
Quite literally, the big bad evil guy of my campaign is someone named
Bozo.
Named Sticky Note. I believe that's the name I chose. Was that? I can't remember. I thought I wrote it down as Baron.
Oh, maybe Bogo is meant to be Baron. Like a scribbled.
Well, yeah, but it says Booga Booga.
Baron
Booga
Charles Kneejack.
But I mean, it
Oh.
could
Baron
be
Booga.
like.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, I got another sticky note.
Kneejack. I
Bar-
have it. I have
Baron
his name
Charles
written down.
Kneejack?
Yes.
I remember now. I knew his personality and everything. That was fine. I just forgot what his name was, and I was trying to find my info. Don't worry, guys.
Give
New
me that
new
sticky
sticky note.
Give
Adding it to the collection.
me
Wow. I helped out the DM with remembering
Hey,
his
with a
name.
name. Everything else, his backstory, his information, all his access to everything that he knows. I have all that down. I have it memorized. I just
And I have,
forgot to
I
add the
have
name.
written down.
I have no notes. If I need something, I rewatch. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's the good thing about streaming. It is, it's good to have.
I have a decent enough memory for this stuff. But I really actually should write my stuff
I'm
down.
sorry, I just really like his last name.
N.A.
Jack.
Kneejack.
Jack.
Yes.
I'm a Jack.
Of course, Kneejack is spelled N-E Jack. Not knee as in a knee.
I'm keeping it as that.
You have that in your notes?
Yeah, I have it now.
Time to add it to my collection of sticky notes.
Along with the
I'll write it down in the book.
along with Garnon and Golden's pets.
Thank you. I was wanting to add that to the book. Am I the only person watching? You might be.
Along with Spovan and Garden's what?
Oh, animal names.
Your pet names?
Pets. I heard fats, okay?
You know the sad part is Abby can now hear you guys.
And I don't care. That's what I heard.
That's a good thing.
Am I the only person watching? Yeah, you might be. The thing is, this stream is actually more for us, honestly, than anybody else.
Yes.
I have fun playing games.
Technically, there's 7 people watching, including you.
That's fair. But I say, it's basically the way I look at it is this. This started as a thing that wasn't being streamed. This was literally my chance of giving you guys a D&D experience. And that's honestly all I could ever ask for because of the fact that D&D doesn't need to be recorded or streamed to have fun with. I just don't mind sharing this with everybody else because D&D is fun and awesome.
Plus, we can go look back at it if we need to.
Exactly. I strongly considered recording this.
There's a lot of funny shit that's happened, so I'm glad we're recording. Even if we don't need to, it's a fun experience to do it.
Exactly. A year, 52 weeks IRL, but 56 in Winter's campaign. Extra month makes it so. There are 4 months. They are 4 months old currently. Yes, unless Winter has months have 4 days. I should be corrected. I'll give you calendar information later. What's up?
Well, he has two extra months, not one extra month.
It's true. It's 2 extra months. There's 14 months in the year for this in this world.
Cool.
But I say I'll go over like details of how many days there are and how many weeks there are and later on. It's math. It took a while for me to create it. Thank you for my sticky note. All right. 10 sticky notes. Perfect.
I would like to take the time that we are taking to walk and actually use message on Skolven to tell him about what I was told about Garland.
Oh.
What was the told? Oh, never mind.
So
No, no.
So are you doing this stealthily or are you doing this publicly? Because there's some somatic stuff for casting message.
I'm just doing this openly.
Okay, so you're not stealthing it. You're just as you guys are walking, you're casually writing a quick rune in the air, and
Yes.
after you click it, you speak, and you basically are sending a message to. And what is your message? Message is only 25 words.
I was told by the head of the guard that Garland has been through here. We should keep a lookout. He killed multiple people.
That's 15 words. You still have 9 more.
But I have to do
10 more.
25.
No, you don't have to do 25. You could literally just message send.
If it's 25,
I
it's
just
got- and you got
message
15, you've
sends.
got 10 more.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, if you want to use maximum use. Cantrip. It is a nice cantrip. So, Skolven, you get this information sent to you via brainwave.
And then Skolven just says out loud, "Bitch!"
Bitch.
That made
So,
me laugh and don't read something.
the steward just kind of looks back like, is everything alright back there?
I
Yes.
was just telling him something.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. So it doesn't take you guys too long. And basically, with the steward leading the way, the guard, as soon as you go up from the Trident District to the Pike District, the guards see this person and he just lets you through. I just want to point out that this person in the steward is not Regis. This is somebody else. You guys start making your way up. And then when you want to go from the Pike District to the Scepter District, again, easily done. Not too long after that, you guys started heading towards the center of town where the tower used to be. And you actually see what appears to be a tiny, a decent-sized, like, tent. Probably about as tall as Garnan is. So it's not super tall, but tall, very tall for a normal person.
Thank God we didn't bring Garnan.
But you see right in front, you see another man. He looks like he's dressed very fancily, but you notice that he doesn't really look like he cares to be there. It's Regis!
I bow to him. Just respectful bow.
Hey, so I see you're here to see the Baron or whatever.
Yes, we are.
Alright, hold on. As he very lazily pulls out a notebook and starts going through it. Right, the Salers. Alright, the Baron should see you guys right away. Go ahead or whatever.
It's Solaires.
I just go past him,
He-
kind of ignoring him.
He just looks at you and goes, whatever. You can go right ahead in. The Baron is expecting you.
Go right past him.
I'm not moving until you say our gang name right. Come on. So,
I yell back at him, don't call it a gang!
that's what it is, isn't it, though?
Look, I was in the middle of doing nothing, and I want to get back to that. Can we just move this along?
And I was in the middle of doing nothing too, but here I am. So?
But don't you have like a meeting with the Baron or whatever?
He has a meeting with the Baron. I have a meeting with you. So?
So while that's going on,
You're just
the other four of you decide to keep going. I assume following the steward.
did the steward keep going? Or
Yeah,
the other guy.
About to say the steward's is telling you that you can go into the tent. So you guys enter the tent, or are you gonna stand there and
past
keep
the-
fighting with Regis?
I go.
Can I roll
past
persuasion
Regis.
and make him say so lair?
Go ahead. I'll allow it.
Yes. Okay. That's 12.
I would also like to roll persuasion.
Oh,
Oh Lord. Sorry for going.
That that is a 29.
Oh wow.
so Sculvin, in your typical persuasive way, you just kind of like, look, man, it's not that hard to say the name. And but then you just see Blue kind of creep up next to you and go like, "Hey, man, like my friend here just wants you to say our name proper. Could you just say our name proper? Come on." You just see, I just imagine Blue just kind of, and then eyebrows just, just going up and down constantly.
Yes.
Fine. The Baron is ready to see you. The Solairs.
I don't know.
Good job!
I go through the tent.
I tossed him a gold piece.
He catches it between two fingers. Very nonchalantly and very casually.
Give the rich man.
Nice
gold.
catch!
Thanks.
And then I
The
got
other
catch
steward-
through there.
The other steward is just like, guys, the Baron is waiting to see you. Best not make him wait.
I go through the tent to the Baron.
I also
Sorry.
follow.
Ding.
Yes.
Prize are done.
Sorry
Ding,
about
prize
that.
are done. Ding, prize are done.
Close. Grilled cheese.
Oh, wow, nice. So, Bimp, Kazir, Skulvin, Blue, and Knackle, you guys all go through the tent. As you go past the tent's entrance, you notice that there is obviously a magic influence in this, because you went through this tent, which did not look that big, into what appears to be a giant office room.
Oh, you mean like my uncle's house?
Kinda, yeah, except for this is like, kind of like a picture like Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire at the if you guys remember the first scene when they were at the Quidditch course, for the world's Quidditch Cup and everything. Like those tents where if you walked in, like they were like, oh, they look like small tents, but as you walk in, it's like massive room.
You mean like barb shop?
Like what?
Like Barb's shop?
Yeah, kind of like Barb Shop. Except for Barb Shop is meant to be like a massive store front, whereas
This is just.
this appears to be like what appears to be a office/library.
Okay.
Because as you walk in, there's a decent amount of space between the tent's entrance and where his office, where his desk is, which appears to be like a pretty decently long like walkway. But if you look to your both left and right, there is a stair. There are like small staircases that lead up to very, very tall bookshelves. And each of these bookshelves have like little like what I can't remember what they're called, but they're like up a spiral staircase going upwards to get to different shelves.
Stepping stool. Well, not stepping stool. Not quite a full staircase. I know.
Exactly. It's essentially a staircase that kind of allows it to move, similar to like how those ladders are in giant libraries. But you guys get what I mean. With that being said, you see about 25 to 30 feet away from you guys. Again, massive space. You see a man, a bit older, looks to be about probably late 40s going into his 50s. His hair is very much gray. Like, You can see some black lines, which is probably what his original natural hair color was, but he's basically accepted that his hair has gone gray. A little upper scale clothes, but it's still very relaxed for high society. Blue, you would definitely be able to tell that. But I say he's very calmly dressed. He's not overly fancy. He appears to be going through like papers and signing some documents and reading through some documents. As far as his face goes, he looks very withered. Like he was a working man. Like he looked like he spent a lot of his life working his ass off, getting stuff done. But I say, and he has not much of a mustache. It's pretty trimmed. He keeps obviously as the Baron, he must keep himself pretty well clean, a little well groomed. But you notice the mustache is basically just a little bit trimmed. It's very slight. But he looks up to you as you guys walk in. Greetings. Hi. A pleasure to meet you, Solaris, if I remember correctly.
Someone said her name right.
Woo!
Yeah, that's correct.
Good. I like having my information correct for my notes. Obviously you know who I am. I am Baron Charles Nijak. A pleasure to meet you. As he kind of stands and gives a little bit of a bow to you guys.
Kazir kind of bows in return to him.
Mm-hmm.
Skoan just stands there.
Oof.
But please, I have seats set up for you. Let us discuss. As he kind of points in front of his desks, snaps his fingers, and you guys notice that 5 chairs pop up.
I'm gonna sniff my armpit and see how bad I smell.
Wi-Fi went out.
You sniff your armpit. It doesn't smell bad.
How? Literally, how? How? How do I not smell bad? I haven't showered, like, ever.
Well, basically, okay. Side note. Typically, when it comes to like your character's hygienes and everything, typically I'm not that asshole DM that's just like, oh well, my character never says he bathes or goes to the bathroom or anything, so obviously he must be shitting himself and he must never shower or anything. And I basically take in accordance that you guys probably bathe from time to time, and you guys, but like having to unannounce.
So
Cool.
Pussy babe.
Yeah, I never assume you guys are just like, I don't shower ever. I'm the stinkiest human being ever.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I should want to be that.
I assume Skolvin to be the type of person who doesn't shower though. That's just how I
Well, I
imagine.
mean, would a lizard really smell that bad? They don't sweat.
Nah, not really. And also, I mean, you guys haven't gone anywhere in particular that would make you guys smell bad. Like,
Kazir licks himself, so.
I've died. Does that count for anything?
I mean, no, but you'll probably smell a booze considering the fact that you've gotten wasted. If anything, you probably have a musk smell on you as you've been working with Willie. But I say, but as far as everybody else, I just assume like just common bathing, just nothing extravagant. Except maybe Blue, who takes a little bit more pride in the way he looks.
Yeah.
I take pride in the way I look, and Kazir licks himself.
I assume Kazir takes light baths and everything. Nothing too.
Light.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Basically, yeah.
Reading about tabaxis and everything, it's like, yeah, no, they still bathe. It's just that their bathing methods are a bit different than most.
Yeah, they don't actually submerge themselves. They probably would. I would either think something like a sponge bath or rag bath. Or,
Yeah, so something like that, and then just like they'll take a cup and they'll like a cup or a bucket and just kind of like dump water on them as necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, tabaxi do like water, but I think that they prefer large bodies of water rather than small bodies of water.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if you get to bring a tabaxi to a lake or something, they're perfectly okay. But if you put them in a bathtub, they're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
But Tabaxi,
It sounds about right to me too.
are kind of wild folk, and they do like the water. That's how, I mean, they're fishing people.
Yeah.
Cats like fish.
Yeah, cats
Well,
like fish.
anyways, can we go sit down?
Oh, anyways,
Yes.
sorry. Back to the main thing.
So yeah, back to the main thing. The point is, I assume you guys, without you telling me, I assume you guys do like light bathing and make sure that you don't.
Yeah.
You're presentable.
We could kind of incorporate that in rest.
Ex-
Quick question:
Yes.
Is there bathhouse? Is there bathhouse?
There are bathhouses. If you guys would like to go to bathhouses, all you have to do is tell me, and like, because they do have those in this world, and Melbourne does have a bathhouse.
No,
We'll go there before we leave.
Noted. But anyways, the Baron gestures you to sit.
I go and sit.
because you sits with them.
Did you? Did,
you know,
yes, I did make a map of Melbourne, but it's in my notebook in my room. Because I wrote it in, I drew it up in my sketchbook.
Scovin sits down. He sits down like very relaxed.
It's just lean back, tail kind of just hanging, just
Blue is on edge.
I assume Bimp is probably in the
Smoking cigar.
most like professional sitting as she can, as she was raised by a wizard.
Yep.
Well, she basically trained with a wizard for a long time. She knows how these academic types are. Knackle just kind of.
Scovin's just like
I was gonna just have Knuckles stand.
Scovin's just like sitting back, smoking a cigar, waving his tail around, doing some cool
Unless
tail
the chair's big
tricks.
enough for Knuckles to sit.
just Skulvin just turns the chair around. All right, let's wrap.
All right, let's get down
Is
to
the chair big enough
business.
for Knuckles to sit? Is the chair big enough for Knuckles to sit?
Yeah, the chair is large enough for Knackle to sit.
Okay.
These chairs were magically summoned, so they're custom.
Okay.
They're attuned to the size.
Super.
Okay.
So Knackle just kind of sits and he's just very. Knackle doesn't look like he sits comfortably. He's a warforged. They don't ever look like they sit comfortably.
Plus he's 6'6", so.
And Kazir just nimbly gets into the chair like what up? I'm a cat.
Yeah, perfect.
A comfortable Robo-Man, exactly. So, Annie Hoozles. You guys sit down, and the Baron sits down at his desk. Alright. So, according to my notes and everything that I have received, you guys have been taking the time to help out the city, and for that, I just want to start by expressing my gratitude. My city has suffered greatly over the last couple of days, and the past week and a half now. And any additional help, especially since you have been taking the extra time to help the citizens, is deeply appreciated.
My phone went out again.
He looks at you all and says, if I remember do you mind if I get your names so that way I can have a list for... Nice stream. Thank you, Komodo. Welcome to this chat, my frosty friend. Can I get your names for my notes for the Solaires?
I look at him and say, I'm Blue Ward, a traveling bard.
YouTube thinks this is Team Fortress 2, apparently. What? No. That's weird.
It does after all.
Does it? Hold on. Is it on the YouTube? Oh my god. Is there a way to change that?
Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up these notes. Pull this up real quick. I am so embarrassed. I am so sorry.
Rick Holiday.
What the heck?
What? I just checked myself.
What? Why the fuck? What? If you go to the bottom of the description, it shows the link to the game page. What the hell? What the? No, that's not what this is.
Maybe the Ravaged Path is something empty for
I guess. That's oh my gosh.
It isn't.
I am
It isn't though.
so embarrassed right now. Yeah, in stream settings. Yep.
You don't play. You don't play Team Fortress.
No, I
at all.
don't. Team Fortress 2 is not a bad game. I've watched people play it. It is not a bad game, but it's just the community is not the best, and I've had some pretty bad experiences, so I've typically stayed away from it.
totally hear you.
I feel so bad though. I don't want to false advertise.
That explains. That
That's
might
YouTube
explain
false
some things.
advertising.
YouTube is false advertising for me. I didn't list a game.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't give an option for tabletop gaming. Like, there's gaming, and then it's like, what else is there? And I'm like, I didn't know if I should put this under entertainment or gaming. And I'm like, it's still gaming. It's just tabletop gaming. How do I fix this? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't think I can.
It's just a Team Fortress D&D based game now.
Yes, apparently. Heavy. Literally 3/4 of all streams under Team Fortress 2 are people playing something else with YouTube thinking it's Team Fortress 2. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
However, Komodo, thank you so much for bringing that to my attention, so that way I can plan accordingly in the future. I'm a little embarrassed right now. That was not intentional. In the title, it clearly says Discord Dungeons and Dragons. But
I'm looking at the Team Fortress 2 game right now. There's Terraria. There's someone real life. There's someone playing Madden. There's
That's
actual Team Fortress 2. There's Titanfall 2. There's
Oh my god.
you at the very bottom.
I'm at the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
You're at the very bottom.
Man, I must be I must be the weird one.
Top 10 list.
But
is
at least
still
you get shown.
That is true.
bottom of the list is still impressive when you're on the list.
This is true. Nothing actually. Fun fact for you guys: nothing was crazier to me when I was playing through Red Dead Redemption 2, and I apparently was on like the top of the trending list for people playing Red Dead Redemption. That blew my mind. Sound like.
Sorry, cat. I
So-
heard someone.
but anyway-
Someone's kidding.
But anyways, I've played some D&D before. Never gotten very far though, because people just stopped showing up. Corona hasn't helped either. I feel that, Komodo. But I say that's why I started the Discord Dungeons and Dragons, so to give people the D&D experience, and also because of the fact that I personally both play and dungeon master D&D myself. Plus, also I like people learning how to play D&D. It's a good experience. I just feel I just feel bad because I don't want people to think I false advertise. You know.
So other things are being shown that aren't Team
Am I
Fortress
mute?
2,
No,
so-
I'm not.
But yes, now it's a D&D Team Fortress 2 campaign. You guys walk in, you see Heavy behind the desk going,
Okay, let's do this.
All right. Anyways,
No,
could I get your names for my my list for the Solaires? For starters, how many members of the Solaires are there?
There are 9 in total so far.
9. Oh, that's quite a long list. It's fixed now, BTW. Oh, thank you so much for. I'm about to say, does it autocorrect or did someone comment?
it just went away, I guess.
Oh, that's nice.
Weird.
Really? I wonder if. God, I hate algorithms. Ooh, sorry, something about computers.
Maybe something bugged.
Sometimes, I mean, what I was thinking is maybe the algorithm's listening and heard not Team 4-star, and when sorry, never mind.
I wish I could be Team 4-star. That'd be awesome.
I would love that.
I was just watching them
Team
like
4-star.
literally before the stream.
I hadn't thought about Team 4-star in a while. Actually.
Cat's in my lap now.
Solaires equals Team Fortress 2. Noted. But I say I was actually watching TFS at the table literally right before the stream, so it's nice. But anyways, so he pulls out his book and everything, and he starts writing down information. Can I get the names of everybody?
My name's Kazir.
Okay, Kazir. Any last name or just Kazir?
I forgot. I'm losing my mind. I forgot.
I actually don't have your guys' character sheets because it's on my old phone.
No, Kazir doesn't have a last name. At least I didn't put one.
All right. You just
Uh,
it doesn't matter. Like you could be like Cher and just be one name.
all right, I'll say just Kazir then.
All right. Just Kazir.
Sorry, mental note of he writes down just Kazir.
Yeah, that was the joke I was leaning towards.
Yeah.
If you want to enter the last name here later on, you certainly can. I just for now, just Kazir.
I might make a last name up.
Never hurts.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of.
That's fine.
I must said Khajiit just.
That's fine. But I say take some time.
Kazir
Think,
Khajiit.
hey, just like exactly. Take your time. Think about it. And if you want to add a last name, you certainly can.
Yeah, I'll look into it. The names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we have all right. So we have Kazir. Who else am I addressing?
I look him in the eyes. My name is Blue War. Right, I was the last person to see Headmaster Sullivan or talk to Headmaster Sullivan.
Right. And we will talk. We will be talking about that for sure. As he writes that down, your name. Turns to Skulvin.
My name is Toshka, and I guess for the last name, put in Swampskin. It's my tribe name.
Okay. Toshka Swampskin. Duly noted.
Be sure to add the hyphen between swamp and skin.
You see him. He's about to say, I would like you to roll me a deception check.
Why do I have a really good flow?
That's an
Could I help with this check?
If you would like to assist him, you certainly can. Skulvin, you could roll with advantage.
Watch this. Yep, 8.
Let's see. Natural 20. He sees you're lying.
His name is
Ooh.
Skulvin.
Boy.
Or we call him Skulvin.
All right. So I have his full name, and then we have his nickname. Do you prefer to be addressed by your full name or by your nickname?
Nickname, please. Be sure that's written down in the notes.
Yes. Nickname Skulvin. All right. Speaking of funny names, I once played a game where I had a halfling called Gnome Ann. Classic. I feel that. I actually tried the halfling class not that long ago, and it's a really fun class to play. Race to play. God, being dumb. They have that name labeled down as a slave's name. Oh. Odyssey jots down notes, turns to the little gnome in the room. And what might your name be, young lady?
Bimp Nuttin stumbled up knackle.
Jots down name. Is there a name you prefer to be addressed as?
Bimp
Bimp Naughton?
Nuttin.
Noted. Bimp Naughton it is. For the
Oi.
Warforged.
His name's Knackle.
Oh, sorry.
Greetings, my name is Knackle. Okay, wrote down Knackle. I see that there are 5 of you here, and you say there are 9. What are the other 4's names?
We have a frog in our party named
Garnan, alright.
We have
We have
another
a
lizard
crocodilian.
person named Filman. Crocodilian.
No, his name is Zarek. Can't believe you keep on forgetting this.
Zarek?
Zerk.
Okay.
Zarek,
Carrick.
and we also have Carrick.
Carrick, alright.
He has
And a Losa.
Carrick also goes by Echo every now and again.
Alright. Carrick named Echo. Alright. And Alosa. If I remember, that's what you said. Alright. Good to know. Oh, always good to have people. Have you gentlemen on our record. I'm about to say you guys are always welcome here in Melbourne. And with that in mind, I can always say that if you need lodging here, or if you are in need of assistance, You can always count on. You can always count on. You can always call on me. I owe you a great deal for your assistance here in Melbourne. With that being said, I've been given some information by my guards, and being filled in by you. I prefer to talk directly to the source. So, what happened to the College of Lore, the College of Valor's leader, Solomon?
I look at him and then let out a small sigh. A few nights, well, last week when all of this started, we had the little performance between traveling bards of College of Valor.
Interesting. Go on.
Solomon was there watching over it, but there was one person in particular, one of the bards. He looked like a small child. It was wrong.
Interesting.
After all of the performances, I found out that he was using magic to mess with the bards.
Interesting.
During his performance, he was the last one to perform. He cast a spell on everyone in the audience, as well as a couple of bards. Me, Solomon, and most of the people in my party weren't affected. As well as none of the guards there.
Interesting.
We found out later that all of those guards were a part of the Broken Skulls.
At the mention of the broken skull, you see his eyes get a bit darker. Go on.
I ran to Solomon and tried to get him out of there, telling him that the boy was not who he thought. He went over to who he thought was a child bard. The bard shape-shifted, it looked like, into a black creature. He apparently knew me. But his name was Regiment Valor. Hold on, I'm looking at my notes.
Valismir.
No. Regiment Valdor. That's his
Yep,
actual name.
Regiment Valdor. Yep, that is correct.
He was...
His name is Valismir, yes.
Yes. He goes by Valismir. I called him Regiment Valdor because that's what I called him in...
Oh, yep, no.
College of Valor.
This is Dungeon Master speaking, not character speaking. Better say, I was just letting... yes, your notes are correct. His name is Valismir, but Tiny's explaining that he is also his former teacher.
Regiment Valdor was one of the head teachers at the College of Lore.
Interesting.
But on stage, he became a black creature with sharp teeth, but was very human-like. He said his name was Valismir. I pieced it together myself that he was one of the leaders of Broken Skulls. He told me and Solomon that Solomon that to get different people in the Broken Skulls, they've been recruiting people in the colleges. At that, the guards went to different civilians and put swords to their necks. He threatened Solomon that if he didn't come willingly, he would kill everyone here. Solomon decided it'd be best to come with him willingly, but not after giving me something. I pull out both the book and his conducting stick and put it on the table.
He takes a look at these items as if he acknowledges that he knows exactly what they are. He does open the book, and he looks through it. He looks through the pages a little bit. Very interesting.
After he went to Valismere, they were both teleported away. And then the guards went against his word and decided to try and kill the people. One of them...
Sidebar. A little bit of metagaming here. Technically, Valismere promised that he himself would not hurt
anybody. I know.
He kept his word.
He kept his word, but the others...
He never promised that everybody else would do what he promised. He himself only promised that he would not hurt anybody, but he was not responsible for their actions.
After the people were killed, the doors were busted down, and a half ape, half minotaur creature started attacking us. We took out all the guards as well as the creature and made the place a safe haven, a practical safe haven, as I'm sure you've been told.
Roll me a persuasion check. Because you are telling him about a creature that doesn't necessarily has ever existed before.
That is a 21.
Can I assist him by piping in and saying, I was there, I almost got killed by the damn thing.
You certainly can, and with his assistance, Blue, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. That's still a 21.
Can I?
You were not helpful.
No, more like you and Hermaeus seem to be going through the same thing, where if you roll multiple times, you do worse.
Oh, Lord.
It's like the opposite of last week when friggin' Hermaeus was getting just ridiculous rolls.
Yeah.
That's still a 21.
That's still a 21, and he does believe you. I rolled insight for him. He does believe you as far as you could see. It's a hard pill to swallow, as you are explaining a combination of a Minotaur and a Bulgara.
I should have wrote down what these creatures were called. Sorry, the mosquito things I meant.
Oh, that would be...
Screets. Something with an S. Sorry.
But I say, they are called, oh gosh. I'm blanking on their names all of a sudden. Hold on. But I say, Sturges, I apologize.
Sturges. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Like the motorcycle, or that motorcycle gathering. Sturges.
Yeah, we don't want to use the other G word. YouTube might snap.
YouTube might not be happy.
Yeah.
But anyways, he kind of nods his head. Go ahead.
After killing all of that, we ran. Well, me and a small group of people ran into two others. I pull out the Ettercap Fang and the massive spider fang.
Yes, these creatures I'm well aware of. Various creatures have been attacking the city. Very insect-oriented, apparently. It's very odd.
Yes. So far, I know that the Broken Skulls have been through this, and I believe I know a few of their leaders.
Yes, and according to my notes, I have a couple of their leaders on my watch list as well. Currently, shall we compare notes?
Yes, we shall. I have 3 currently, not counting Vector.
Vector.
Not a part of it. I have Valismere, a high-level demonic bard. Garland the Clown, who's terrifying, and Ezra.
Yes, I'm well aware of Ezrin. About to say, who is also happens to be a Furbolg.
We will be going to Starlam after this.
Yes, yes. Be very careful with everything going on. He goes through his notes. However, I appear to have more names than you do. I do have Ezrin's name on here, and thanks to you I can add Valismir to my list as well. Garland. I've only heard of him in passing. Supposedly a new threat.
We've fought him multiple times before. He sent a lot of people after us. Actually, Winter, do I still have the notes of the
Of the attack?
Does anyone in the party? Yes. Someone got a note of the attack. That was just a picture of the broken skull on it.
Yes, you guys would still have that on you, as each member of the Broken Skull were carrying a picture.
Sorry, I was gonna say I don't think I picked up the note. Or marked it in my inventory. At
I
least.
think Bimp got it.
About to say, I think Bimp would have been carrying that note, the note that has the hit note.
Yeah.
Yes?
I mean, I never said I got rid of it, so probably.
Alright.
I mean, me and you were kind of dying, so we couldn't really grab.
I mean,
Blue almost did die.
can I just pipe in and say that I fought Garland twice and came out on top once, and then the second time I died because he used magic items.
I mean, you used to mention that to him.
Do that.
Alright.
Just not when it's too much roleplay because it's too loud.
Yeah, because Garland was the first one that was playing dirty, right?
Yep.
In the pit fight.
Well, he wasn't playing dirty. He was the one.
I played dirty.
He was playing dirty the second time.
That's right.
Hold on, pulling up my notes.
See, I smacked him in the face with the.
Didn't you hit him in the nuts?
I hit him in the nuts and hit him in the mouth with the handguard of my rapier, which did not have the magical.
But aside from them, I do actually have another name. But to say, according to my spies, there is another member of the Broken Skull, another leader, who's been causing more problems. And his name is, according to this, is a dwarf named Arthuk.
How do I spell that?
Athuk.
Okay.
Would anyone know this character?
You can roll me a history check with disadvantage. Each of you can.
That is a...
Yes.
Hold on, history. History. That is a 15.
Garnet, not you because you're not in the room.
Is it history or what is this?
It's a history.
That's a 7.
I don't think that.
But Garnet, you wouldn't. But Garnet,
No, the
you
first
wouldn't.
roll
You wouldn't
wasn't
have
that
any sort of
good.
reason to try to remember it because you're not there.
So,
Didn't
yeah,
realize
I'm
my
gonna
mic
go
was muted.
Oh, good. Wow, because you rolled the same number twice.
9.
9?
9.
Oh, nice.
Actually, Bim, for you, just a straight roll, no disadvantage.
Oh, well then should I go with the 13 that I originally had?
Yes, because this actually involves the field that you're accustomed to.
Proficiency modified 20.
Okay. Blue got a 15. Bim got a 20. Gotta say,
I got a 7.
Yep. Skulvin, I would definitely say that unfortunately you would have no idea. Knackle has no clue. Knackle doesn't study history.
No.
But to say, Kazir with a 12. About to say, because you're with a 12 and blue. Yep.
Because I could put a history down for his.
Yeah. About to say, well, he doesn't. Well, he wouldn't know. This is something that's out of his depth. And I rolled for him, and he has no idea.
That makes sense.
About to say, I would say that. I just love how Stray rolled his dice twice, and you got the exact same number twice. Because you're in blue. With your guys' knowledge, you've actually heard of an Arthuk before. It's about to say, but very passing. There supposedly was once a magic user by the name of Arthuk who lived. Oh wait, hold on. This actually, I have to pull off the map for this because I have a list of where he's from.
Nice.
You've heard of an Arthuk who used to live in Dimarl. Supposedly he is a. Supposedly, he was a very powerful wizard. But you also heard he was used to be a very kind wizard, like somebody who used to help a lot of people out. If anybody needs me to write out the name of the city that he's from, I will. Hold on.
All right.
I'll type it out just so you guys can see it.
Yeah. Best to make sure it's clear.
He is from Dimarl,
Cool.
which is, to any of your guys' knowledge, as well for Kazir and for Blue, you guys know that, and you would know that that is on the eastern side of the country, north of the Piv.
Would Ben know what happened to?
You actually, and hold on before I announce this. Would you like this information known, or would you like this to keep this secret for yourself?
Because I can always share the information.
You certainly can, but would you like this information for yourself?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, guys, I'm muting. You will not be able to hear this conversation.
Aw, dang. Make sure nobody sees the stream.
Does him muting on Discord mute the stream?
No. No, it doesn't.
I
don't
imagine
think-
he muted
wait,
his mic though.
Oh wait, if he's actually 100% muted, then yes, it would. But I don't think he actually is. I think he's just. Oh wait,
No,
made it
like
so that-
the way this works on Discord, if he mutes himself, he doesn't get muted on stream. But if he mutes his actual mic, then yeah, it mutes himself on stream.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. So
I
the
assume
stream-
his mic.
I'm pretty sure the stream can be hearing this, but yeah.
I don't think the stream can hear it because if he's any sort of smart, he'll. And I like to think that he's a little smart.
Yeah. Just that's the time stamp about.
We've been going for an hour and a half already.
Pretty sure that's what it's saying here.
Jesus.
Unless it's counting nanoseconds. Wait. Yeah, it's been an hour. Wow, wait.
Feels like only a few minutes.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys. Don't worry, guys. Nobody's gonna be able to cheat because I not only did I mute myself to you guys, I also muted my microphone so the chat so the stream couldn't catch me either.
Ah.
Nope, that was information privy. That was information privy to Abby and her background.
Cool.
Oh, right.
Is Abby 100% controlling Bip now?
She is controlling Bimp, and also she can hear you guys. So
No.
she just unfortunately she doesn't have a microphone for her phone. So
I do.
Team Fortress 2 is back. Oh god. Ah, no.
I'm coming back.
Thanks for letting me know, though, Komodo. I appreciate it. But yes.
Listen, you little bot algorithm you're listening in. This is not Team
That
Fortress
is
2.
so stupid.
Not
Yes, it's Team
Team
Fortress 2. Alright. Yes, Team Fortress 2.
I am heavy weapons guy.
Heavy. But yes, a wizard named Arthuk. Apparently, he was a wizard that went missing about 2 years ago. Last we saw him was actually a couple of months ago, and he had wrecked a city.
Do I go pale at the thought of
Yes, you would.
this?
Gotta say, speaking of which, by the way, on a side note, I do have to get your guys' passive perception. I keep forgetting to ask what your guys' passive perception is.
Mine is 15.
Well,
What? How do you calculate passive perception again?
Passive
it
perception,
says right there.
it's in, about to say, passive perception is dictated by,
It's 10 plus
Oh, wait, that's
your
wisdom.
yeah, 10 plus your,
modifier. And if you're,
Are
I believe
you-
it also goes by proficiency. As well.
That's
Basically, it's 10 plus your perception
Passive with-
modifier.
so blues is 15, about to say,
I look at this. I keep looking at it because
Which means Skolvin has a passive perception of 14.
mine's
12 for Bim.
12 from me as well.
Okay. When you guys get the opportunity, actually, if you guys get the opportunity, if you could send me your character information via, your updated character information via, DM, I would appreciate that immensely.
I think I did.
But I say I'll double check just to see if I can find it. But also, Tiny, me and you talk a lot in the DM, so
We do.
so if you want to go through that and pin it, that'd be awesome.
You-
With your
It's
updated,
actually just right when you go into it, you can see it. Oh, we were playing Apex, I think.
yeah. But I say I just that way I have that stuff on file, so that way I can always go. I'll probably put it in a custom file on my phone, so that way I can just take a look at your stats. So 12, 12, 14, 15, and what is Kazir's passive perception?
12.
12? Okay. So, Blue and Skolvin, you guys notice that at the mention of Arthuk, Bimp looks a little bit more pale at the thought of it, at the sound of his name. But I say a couple of beads of sweat.
Wow.
He was a power.
I don't point.
Go ahead.
I don't point it out, thinking it's some personal.
But, yes, Arthuk is a wizard that went missing a couple years ago. Unfortunately, last time we saw him was a few months ago, and he had attacked a city. Had done some actual damage. He's been branded a criminal, and, supposedly, according to my resources, a tattoo of the broken skull was found on his, was spotted on his neck. A very tragic day.
Okay.
This broken skull has caused so many problems. Now that all this has happened, I can now make anybody who's seen with the symbol the broken skull in the city, I can now have them either imprisoned or executed on sight.
I look him straight in the eyes and say, execute them. When we were in Peglands, Garland was put in jail. He killed 3 guards.
Right,
I
he
think so.
escaped.
Yeah, it was 3 guards.
Yeah, he killed
He-
3 guards and escaped.
He kind of nods his head. Noted. Noted. I will make sure that if we find anyone with the broken skull, they are executed. I don't want to risk my people's safety, and I don't need any more trouble for Melbourne. Granted all the destruction, all the wanton destruction they've caused.
I have a small request from you.
Yes.
Like I said, when Valismir was talking to us, he said they went through the colleges to get recruits. Make sure that the College of Valor is under check. And I'd like to put in for a new headmaster. I'd like to put in a good word for Max. He is a bard that's been helping at the Watermont Theater.
He looks through his notes. Yes, Max Orwell. Which, by the way, is his last name.
How do you spell that?
Orwell is spelled literally as it sounds. Orwell.
Yeah.
O-R-W-E-L-L.
Okay.
I will make sure that his name and when the council's ready to put up a new headmaster, that Max is on the list, at the very least.
Alright.
But with that information now gathered, and knowing what some more is going on, for starters, I would like to extend, just aside from my gratitude, I'd also like to reward your efforts for everything that you've done, for how much you have helped Melbourne, and for everything that, for all the people that you have saved. He basically gets down some information. I would like to, for starters, grant every member of your party 250 gold pieces from Melbourne. So, if you guys want to add this stuff to your notes, you certainly can.
Yep.
Every party member of the Solaires gets 250 gold pieces. Just write down in your notes. Everybody gets 250, and we can adjust Alosas and all the Alosas, Filmans, and Carricks later. I would like to grant them a special privilege that the Solaires are always welcome here in Melbourne. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I had to make a Skyrim reference right there. Apologies. No. But you guys, your names will be held in higher regard here in Melbourne, as well as the social circle, the Barons. And my last gift to all of you, and this is from the DM, not the Baron. You guys are all now level 5, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
Level 6.
Level 6. I apologies. So, you guys are level 5. You are now all level 6.
I'll adjust my stats later.
Yep, you guys can adjust your stats later. Just wanted to give you guys the heads up. You are now level 6. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all the same level as.
You are so lucky to roll double die.
Yes. You guys are all now the same level with your new party members.
I feel like I didn't.
What's up?
Ooh,
Hey, what's your...
Garnan roll.
Garnan, if you rolled a natural 1 for rolling up extra HP, you can roll again.
What's your...
One more time. I'm not a masochist.
Jeez.
You mean a sadist? That's what you deserve.
Wait,
Garnet.
what? If you roll again, it'll be a 3, I bet you.
Oh my god.
Oh, get that.
That's what you get, Garnan. That's what you get.
That sucks.
Wow, I'm
Poor Garnet.
Winter, I want to ask you one question as the DM.
Yes.
What could I beat the guard captain from Peglin?
Could you beat him?
Yes.
It'll take,
Gotta say, debatable. You possibly could.
it'll take a few good rolls.
Also, I have a +2 to
Good
dexterity now,
rolls.
which is nice.
I say, Komodo. That is the worst luck I've ever seen. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Solaris.
And welcome, where anything can happen. From a scrawny little lizard beating a
Alright.
full bog for bolts. Never mind.
I get a charm and 2 spells.
Yep.
Due to
If you guys want to work on some of that stuff while I start doing a little bit of a flourish on what's happening, you guys certainly can. I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to do that while I'm talking.
Winter, I just want you to remember one thing right now.
Yes.
I have 16 dexterity and I have a 14 strength. Now my strength stat is +2.
Noted.
Unbelievable.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
It's what you deserve for being barbarian.
It's a little mean to say.
Fuck up, basic.
Screw Garnan.
what is counter charm?
Counter charm is being
Useless.
Counter charm is an ability, is something you can use to literally counter a charm. It's no different than counter spell.
So it's an ability, not. It's
Oh.
an ability, not a
Hold-
spell.
Hold on one second.
Next
Well-
level, I get double proficiency. Wisdom saving.
I was going over this when I was playing as Markel. Hold on one second. It'll just take me a second. Yes, it is an ability. Hold on one second. I know. There's a lot of notes, a lot of stuff that I have to go over. That's the thing about D&D. But it's
I
fun.
need to train myself to
Counter
look into stuff.
Tiny. Counter charm gives you advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
That is correct.
Right.
I was just about to say the same.
Jizzy.
And it has a range of. It has a
What about
30-foot
the
radius, I
Circle
believe.
of Barons?
Hmm?
What about the Circle of Barons?
The Circle of Barons.
Yeah.
What would you like to know about the Circle of Barons? You guys are more well known amongst the Circle of Barons.
Okay.
That is what the Baron has said.
So I now have counter charm plus 3 new spells.
Yes.
That is nice.
Nice.
Hold on one second, just making sure all my info is correct. All right, cool. Everybody is doing good now.
Pardon me. Seems like it.
Also, the level 6 is a gift from me for taking the best path and helping Melbourne, as you guys could have simply went on your way or left the city for itself. So a little bit of brownie points for deciding to be the heroes, heroes of this group.
I guess we'll go be heroes in this D&D game we play.
Hey, you guys could have just left.
We could have.
You could have. You could have just simply left everybody alone and just fuck them. That's their own problem.
I have
Very
a question.
much could have.
I have a question for the Baron.
Absolutely.
Do you think you could hook me up with a deal with the blacksmith at Firespit Forge?
Oh.
I'd like him to have me forge. I'd like him to forge me some. What is it? Half plate armor for a bit of a discount.
I'm sure if you speak with Damien and tell him that I sent you, he'd be more than happy to help you. But unfortunately, half plate and plate mail do take quite a bit of time to make, especially with all the rebuilds and everything. Basically, he's telling you that that he can, and you could get a little bit of a discount. However, plate mail and half plate do take time to make, as getting everything prepped and created properly does take time.
We would have to stay there longer, and I don't want
You gotta go on the
my
Ravaged
armor
Path.
class of 20 is my armor class of 20 is God now. No.
Ooh.
Hey, Winter, guess
Yes.
what?
Yes.
I got Eldritch Blast now.
Eldritch Blast. Nice.
Point of shame.
Point of shame. That's still my favorite. God, I gotta message Keith. I gotta
My
message.
brain.
I gotta message my friend Keith and just see how he's doing. Man, it's been a while. On a side note, just a little fun fact for you, just for you, Stray, just so you know.
Oh.
Because you're level 6, you now have an addition to your expertise.
Ooh.
You get to choose 2 more of your proficiencies in skills or with thieves' schools, and you can basically gain proficiency or double proficiency.
Cool.
So basically, which means you could add your proficiency twice.
Oh, holy cow. That's nice.
So when you like lockpick and stuff like that, instead of it just being a +3 because of your proficiency, it's now a +6.
Hit nice.
And then also your dex bonus. Or a sleight of hand in that case?
It would depend, I think. If I would think sleight of hand would depend on if, like, I'm trying to lockpick it secretly.
I guess that's fair.
Versus
I guess that's fair.
dexterity would be. I'm just guessing.
Well, no. Well, lockpicking would be a thieves' tools check.
Yeah, so it'd be a thieves' tool check, which
Oh,
would
yeah,
be your die roll plus your tool plus your proficiency plus your tool proficiency, and wasn't it your dex for that, or is that?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that's the.
Yeah,
It's Dex.
Dexterity for thieves' tools, sneaking, and sleight of hand.
So which means in that particular case, now, if you go with that, now Kazir has a +9 to lockpicking.
Nice. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Probably.
Well, you get 2, so I would recommend taking some time and looking at your proficiencies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just passing on. Yep, no problem. Just care to let you guys know if you guys want to work on that or look at spells or anything like that while I'm narrating, because there is just a little bit of narration as you guys are leaving. Is there anything else? Go ahead.
Remember to level your back up as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm all on that.
I need
did
to
I pick up?
make my backup character.
Did I pick up my stuff?
Yes. In
Your
the
what?
meantime, Blue, you would have picked up your studded leather.
Okay.
The only person I
I'm-
see dying in our group is Skull, sadly.
I have an AC of 16, and I'm guessing I would have traded in my leather armor.
Did you want to sell that?
Yes.
I will say, however, a lot of shit has happened to this leather armor. It is destroyed in some ways.
I just want to get rid of it, kind of.
He'll take it, but he's only gonna offer you like 5 gold for it.
I'm fine. At least that's some money instead of throwing it in the garbage.
It's very true. It's very true. But yeah, just because I have the knowledge and I have the ability to say this, if you would not have helped Melbourne and would not have done anything to help them or anything like that, you would not gotten the gold. You would not have gotten a little bit of fame with everything going on, and you for sure would not have.
Kind of goes without saying.
But I say, and also the guards might look down on you a little bit for not helping.
Yeah.
But I say, but
Makes complete sense.
because you did, but I say, congratulations, guys. The Solaris are now starting to get a little bit of a reputation.
Nice. I have an AC.
Well then,
Is
you'll
it
have to hide
16?
No, we'll keep you safe, Guardian.
You know,
Never mind. I got my characters fixed up. I'm shithead.
it's fine.
Oh,
Part-
Winter.
Yes,
I'm gonna have to talk to you after stream.
that's fine.
Leveling back up. You know my patron?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually know what I get.
Which patient do you...
Not telling you.
I don't metagame, you know this.
Yes, you do.
I
Yes,
literally
you-
don't.
Yes, you do.
Anyways, let's not fight.
I'm probably the last metagame person here. I mean, I literally
way-
barely know anything about even my own characters.
By the way,
Okay,
I'm getting
well-
hideous laughter.
What?
Continue to...
I'm getting hideous laughter.
Oh lord, why do I not? I have bad feelings about that.
Anyways, So, that being said, anything you guys want to talk to me about, like in particular, you guys could either private message me on DM, or of course, if you feel comfortable talking about it with everybody, you certainly can just say it here in chat or type it out so I can read it. Just so you guys know.
Alright.
I
I need to talk to you, not tonight, but whenever you can.
Oh, absolutely.
About my character.
Absolutely. So I'm more than happy to help you out, Stray, with your information.
Yeah, I know, man.
But I say, noted, Blue. Is your phone gonna die? Do we need to plug it in? I say, you took my charger, so. Guys, just so you know, Abby is no longer in the voice chat, solely because the Vector phone's about to die.
Oof.
The Baron does look at you now. So according to what you're saying, the next place you're heading for is Stratford. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have to go to Stratford before Starland.
I know, but you said you didn't say anything about Stratford. You only said
I know, but he would get that because Stratford's in between Melbourne and Starland.
I think.
You're not there.
Well, actually, you did say you were heading for Stratford.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Because he did say in this conversation he said that you guys will be sure leaving for Stratford soon. He does kind of put his hand. He kind of folds his hands and kind of puts his face right behind them, like kind of in a thinking pose. I will not stop you, and I am happy that you will be making your way north, but I do want to warn you. The roads have gotten much more dangerous recently. And some new information had just came in that if you're going to be traveling northern, you should know. So as you know, the Ravaged Path is a very dangerous place, as you all already know. But it has gotten significantly worse. A new warlord has been causing problems, and has actually united the orcs in many ways. It used to be just wild guerrilla warfare, but now it's gotten worse. And even worse than that is that the neighboring species of creatures, like the gnolls, are now under their control as well. The Ravaged Path is.
I would like to cuss an orc.
Okay, you cuss an orc. He just kind of shakes his head a little bit. It's gotten a bit out of hand, but because of everything that's been going on, we haven't exactly been able to go and solve the issue recently. He does. He goes through some notes. We've been having some problems with a new orc warlord, but it's even more dangerous than that.
Damn.
The last battalion that went in to investigate was able to inform us that they have a couple of Shargos, and the warlord. We actually have a name. How to say? The warlord's name is Tanaruk. Which, if you guys want me to spell that out, I can.
Can you write
Yeah.
it down for me?
I will write that down for you.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on. So much information. But I've been sitting on this for.
Man,
But I've been sitting on this for a while.
You haven't really. I'll let you speak, but speak. Verbalize.
Actually, can you read that?
Kinda.
Wow, almost. Wow, the stream's been going for almost 2 hours now.
Indeed.
We only
That's
have
just how
hours
Yeah,
to
you
go.
never think my spells are off.
That music.
Yeah, so we should try to
No,
get
that's
this
actually
people-
spelled exactly correct.
My eyes, tiny print doesn't exactly work from this far away.
He has caused many problems and actually has attacked a couple of settlements. A couple of villages that we had along the Ravaged Path have actually been destroyed or overrun, and even some spies have told us that they've enslaved a couple of the villages. So,
Blue, when he says this, Blue gets a terrified look on his face.
just,
Oh, calm down, you lord. We've got this. We've killed much worse than a few orcs.
You don't really get why he has a terrified look. It's backstory stuff.
I figured.
I've fought things stronger than orcs back in the day.
about to say, Skulvin, Skulvin, I will say that you would know that a lot of the champions of the pit have been orcs. About to say,
Who cares? I'm a lizard.
this is true. You are a lizard, but I mean, yeah, I'm about to say that is your character. I just would care to let you know that any orc slaves have been.
He would. Yeah. He would know the power of an orc.
Yes, Skulvin, you would for sure know the power of an orc.
So it wouldn't be like
I would-
orcs. It would be a little bit, I would think.
But it's
Orc schmork.
Winter, remember when Blue got kidnapped?
Yep.
He went to the nearest village.
Yep, I'm well aware. About to say, Kazir, roll me a history check, actually.
Oh no, history checks my
Oh,
worst.
no.
Why do I look? Oh, okay.
An
That's,
8.
I have a bad feeling. About
You've heard you've definitely heard of orcs for sure. You've never in Uskar they don't exactly have orcs, but I say there are varied races in Uskar, but orcs are not a common race there. But I say, why does everyone I get close to die?
Stop.
But yeah, because you would know what an orc is, even though you've never actually met one. They are, from what you know, they're just what you've heard in passing. They are essentially a warbound race that are always looking for conflict. That is kind of what you know. You've heard.
If everyone close to Blue has died, then that means that's the reason why Skulvin gets down so much. He's always close to Blue.
Dun dun dun.
Blue's curse.
You were the big bad evil guy this entire time, Blue.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And just for funsies, Garnan, why don't you go ahead and roll me a history check?
I'm not there.
I know, but I'm just giving you this opportunity. Just so your knowledge of orcs.
History and +1.
Plus 1, so 16.
Wrong character. Hold on. History is a -1.
Okay, so a 14. So similarly, just like Kazir, you definitely you know what an orc is, and you've met a couple actually, as you've kind of come down from the north to the south. About to say, this is just general knowledge, so you know. He's been on the Ravaged Path. However, very interestingly saying, Garnan didn't run into any problems while walking the Ravaged Path. He did never, and he had seen some orcs, but they did not approach him.
Interesting.
But I say it was only a handful, about 3 or 4, and they didn't approach Garnan. But
I imagine Garnet is actually taller than orcs.
oh, absolutely, Garnan towers over them.
Which would explain why they wouldn't attack.
Orcs don't care. Orcs don't care about that.
Oh, never mind then.
Player knowledge. Orcs don't attack unless orcs will attack anybody and do anything they want. So there's probably a reason why they didn't attack Garnan.
Why do I not like that?
Maybe
because he was reminded of
maybe world information that you don't know about.
I don't want to know.
But
I don't
Garnan,
orcs
you would
used
know.
to be slaves and fur books.
You don't know. But yeah, Garnet, you would know that in your home country, orcs aren't exactly a common thing. They are around, though. There are a couple of passing orc tribes, but they don't seem... They're kind of distant, and they don't really seem to... They're kind of non-violent in comparison to the orcs here in Atharia. What you know about orcs is that they are naturally a war-based race. They tend to lean more towards conflict than towards peace. They've caused a lot more damage to cities and civilization than most races have. Always looking for the next fight. But as far as your knowledge of history goes, you don't know any like famous orcs or anything like that, or any famous orc settlements. But with the knowledge you do have, you do know that there is an orc tribe in your home country, and your people have encountered them before. But there was no conflict.
Okay.
In fact, they seem to be the opposite of how orcs traditionally are.
Okay.
Just figured I'd give you that information, so that way, then when you bump into them, like, oh, we're dealing with orcs. What do I know about orcs? Just like figured give you that information. But Blue, Tiny, I have no information to give you on orcs. You know exactly what orcs are like.
Yeah.
About to say Skulven. About to say I figured I'd let you know what you know about orcs because when you were in the pit, you've encountered some and you've had to fight some. Some fights you've won, some fights you've lost.
Nuh-uh, I won every single fight I did.
Are you
Every one.
Are you attempting to roll a deception to the dungeon master?
Yes.
Oh God, I have to. Bro, are you actually
Ha-ha!
rolling? Oh God, this is bad.
Dungeon Master, a level 50 challenge.
Let's see. Dungeon master rolled a natural 20, so nice try. I did actually roll. At first it was a 1, but then I used a lucky feat, and I got 20.
Yeah.
Because I'm a high roller, and I'm lucky.
Lucky son of a gun.
Anyways.
Alright, well, anyways.
Back to the
D&D.
D&D Beyond. Anyways. I just wanted to make sure you had this information before you hit the Ravaged Path. About to say, from what I've been told, there are orc settlements that are now causing a lot more trouble for Ravaged Path. And also, apparently, there are some gnolls that are in the area as well that are causing problems.
You know, Blue, from my experience, orc bones are pretty strong.
I look him straight in the eyes and say, "You think?"
I'm saying that we should go kill someone to get some orc bones.
I'm in for killing some of them.
agreed.
Woo! Let's go kill some orcs. Let's go. And then Skulven stands up and walks out of the room.
Oh, you mean, Liamon's tiny hut? Would you like to go with Bimp's tiny hut? Alright. Noted. Well, I'm just gonna pull up my notes on orcs.
I'm just wondering if that would be a useful.
Yeah, but it's all very. Well, nothing can get in. Oh, my notes on the Kraken. Oh, that's good to know.
Oh God.
Mephits, mimics, dragons.
Ancient red dragon.
That's just the
Naturally.
third card
That
that's
is
in the
Bristol.
slot now. I don't want to color light.
Aboleths.
Okay. I'm gonna just put it right behind Firewall.
Just in time. No, not.
Casey,
Yes.
Bimp's tiny hut is going right behind
That I'm
Firewall.
server meeting.
All right. I got my notes and everything. I have my notes on the orcs. I have my stats on the orcs, and I have my world notes on the orcs, because orcs are a bit different in my world.
We would like to get up and pick up the book and the conductor stick.
Yep. He will gladly do so. As you do, he does look at you and in Elven says, "Guard it with your life. You never know what dangers might lie ahead."
I smile, look back at him, and speaking. Elvin, don't worry. Solomon and Max told me to.
He nods his head. Bimp speaks Elven, so she would know.
What the heck did I write that down? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
No?
No?
No.
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 Huh.
Knackle does.
Knackle does, absolutely.
Apple does.
Knackle does. Skulven does not. And I don't know. I don't know what languages Kazir knows actually.
Kazir does not.
Nope.
Now that
Oh
I'm
wait, what?
thinking about it.
What languages are you talking about?
What languages does Kazir know?
Common, Thieves' Cant, and Draconic.
Oh.
Can I change one?
Well, which ones did you pick?
I had Draconic, Halfling, Gnomish, and Common.
You speak Draconic too? Oh wow, 2 people in the party. Well, 3 people in the party actually speak Draconic. Because lizard folk speak Draconic.
Yes.
All right. So while
Can
you
I change Halfling for Elvish?
your character's we're level 6. It's a little late to be changing.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Fine.
but so you guys leave the Baron's office, and you see the 2 stewards standing out there. One looking high in attention and happy to see you, greeting you as you go, and the other who's just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, because I put Knackle for Elvin because he also knows Draconic too.
Oh wow! Okay, 4 PM members of the party speak Draconic. That's good to know, actually.
And Gnomish.
And no.
And Gnomish. Because
All
they
right.
wanted to be able to communicate with.
All right. The party needs to be the entire party needs to be able to speak. So I am now unmuting you.
Okay.
Is there anything
I
you?
make one joke, and wow, server mutes me. God.
Ooh,
So
boy.
is there any last minute things you guys would like to do before leaving Melbourne?
I hug Regis as we're heading out.
Regis just why?
Because he looked depressed.
That's just my face.
Well, turn that frown
We
upside
renamed
down.
the
I grab his
room
cheeks and
Center
make
to
him do like a
Good
forced
Center,
smile.
He has that smile on his face. Do you move your hands?
There you go.
Do you move your do you move your hands?
Yes.
As you move your hands, you watch it very slowly goes from that smile back to a pardon me. I have a nap vision to have. As he sits down in what looks like a meditative state, and 2 seconds later you hear a
Wow.
as he is just passed out.
Blue walks out looking super grim. Just stuck in his own head currently.
Okay. So you guys start walking away, and you head back to the inn,
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
and you see the party that's been just kind of relaxing, unless there's anything Garnan was specifically wanting to do, or is he just having a drink waiting for everybody?
And he's just waiting for everyone. He has nothing to do right now.
Okay.
Cool.
But I say, you see Alosa, Karik, and Philman are just kind of sitting with Garnan and just casual conversation, nothing insane. So anyways, you hear about them crazy thing that these folks do. About to say, apparently they like to play these games with the stick and a ball. Back in my day, we didn't have those. It was very strange. Oh, you're just the rest of the party. The rest of the party now enters the inn.
Oh God,
Zerk, were you talking about
I had
paddle
that-
balls?
Blue would like to go over to the corner, sit down, and start reading from the book.
You start reading for the book. You see him go, "Yeah, son, them paddles with the ball attached. I don't get it, honestly."
I think I can do pretty good with them. It's been a while since I have. That's besides the point.
I just like to imagine Skulvin just like in prison, just like everybody's like, "Oh God, oh man," and then there's just Skulvin in his little wait area, like, "Yeah," playing with a paddle ball. Ding 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 ding. Make it stop. You see Alosa just kind of waiting for everybody and goes, "So, how did the meeting go?"
Well, we didn't kill anyone, so I think it went good.
That's always a positive start.
Blue does not respond. He is currently thinking.
So I have a hunch. Blue is scared of orcs.
Blue
Philman,
looks up and just shakes his head slowly.
Philman just kind of speaks up. "It's a good fear to have, son. Orcs are a dangerous group of individuals. I've had more than my fair share of close encounters."
Yeah, in the fight pits, but this is different. They aren't trained for combat, really. You just do it.
I get up, go over to their table, and sit down. I'm more afraid of what they've done.
Say, I'm about to say, Philman just looks at you all. Looks at Skulvin, actually, specifically. "Son, you've never encountered a tribe of orcs.
Sure haven't.
They're very dangerous, and in fact, they're a lot more well-trained than you think they are. I've encountered more than my fair share, and they are a very dangerous group of individuals."
Blue whispers just loud enough for the others to hear. I've seeming that they've been able to take out my entire caravan. Yeah, they're dangerous. But backstory.
You just see a pat in the back from Carrick. He just kind of nods his head in understanding.
But, Zarek, you can't forget, we have 9 of us, and it's just gonna be against, like, a few tribes and maybe some gnolls. It's not gonna be that bad.
Son, if there's a warlord involved, we can account that there are several tribes put together. I don't know how many there are, but the last time I encountered a tribe, there was at least 25 to 50 of them. And that was one
We
tribe.
have a wizard!
We have a wizard! And Bim just like, what?
Yeah.
And they can do some pretty cool stuff.
In fact,
Yeah, but we're still outnumbered about 3 to 1 if they had 30.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I can take on 3 orcs by myself.
No, you can.
Yes, I can.
I'd like to see that school.
Golden,
Oh, you'll
Yo.
see when I'm gonna attack.
you are an idiot.
I beat Garden in an arm wrestle. It was fair and square.
Yeah,
Everyone
but
saw
before
it.
that, you almost died or whatever the hell happened back there with your scar.
I never die. I never have died, and I have never been hurt.
Roll a deception check.
almost.
That was a tactical pass out, okay?
A tactical pass out in the webs.
Oh wait, we're actually rolling.
Yes, Kazir, roll me an insight.
Okay.
No,
Garnet, you believe him.
Because he also believes.
I would like. Wait, can I roll insight with advance?
Blue, you don't have to roll insight. You know he's lying. You've done this song and dance. Everybody else hasn't, but you have.
I
I
have a
just
0
say
insight.
straight up he's lying.
Okay, Kazir, you believe him.
No, I'm not.
Garnet, you absolutely believe him. Kazir, you believe him reluctantly. Does Bimp
I
want
would
to roll
like
an
to
insight?
persuade them that. I would like to persuade them that he's lying.
I would say that you, but at this point in time, you wouldn't be able to persuade them. This is something that they would have to, that they believe. You know he's lying. Bimp, you know he's lying. You don't even have to add. You don't even have to add your bonuses. That's a 17. You can see he's lying. A tactical pass out.
Get on with this, please. I want to get to Ezra before he runs into the ground.
I say, Karik and Philman just kind of nods. We do have a number advantage, and between the different individuals we have, we should be able to handle it, but we should still proceed with caution. We are a group of individuals that an orc party would consider a fun challenge.
And we would out-challenge them. So, win-win.
Kizir kind of just face palms, listening to Skulven.
We get combat experience, and we get to kill orcs. What's not to like?
Karik.
The possibility of dying.
Karik is just kind of. Karik just kind of stands up. Well, if we're going, I'm gonna make sure that my blade is sharpened so we can handle this.
Oh yeah, I never asked. How's the katana treating you?
The katana's going. It's good. I've been maintaining it and using my sharpening stone and everything, making sure it's honed and powerful. I appreciate the weapon.
Question.
Yes.
Do we have the puppies, or do we have to pick them up?
The puppies are waiting for you to pick them up right before you leave, because the Willies does count as a kind of a kennel as well.
Okay, cool.
So it is still early day for you guys. It's only 8 a.m. So if you guys actually want to hit the road, you certainly can. Or if you want to spend one last day in Melbourne, you certainly can.
I say we just leave.
Yeah, I say we
Yeah.
need to.
Let's hit the
Might as well
road.
go on the road.
Let's go over.
Same.
Yeah, Garnan?
You wanna go pick up our dog so we can leave?
Yeah.
I actually need roughly an hour before we go. I need to do something real quick. AKA, I need to fix up the Ravaged Path and put where the villages are on the path.
Okay.
So I can.
I mean, you need to
Oh,
talk
for the
to your
map?
girlfriend. I gotcha. Don't worry, so you can save it for me.
I'm going to grab Skulden by his coat and just drag him out the door.
Kizir kind of chuckles.
Poppers!
So
Golden. You're really sure.
Well, he's okay. Oh, never mind.
He's
I mean-
15.
I thought you knew this already, Garnan, but I'm only 15.
I'm still in my puberty stage. Hopefully my big boys will drop sooner or later.
Oh.
We're trying to roleplay here. You're interrupted.
I am sorry.
FW. Not safe for work.
Hey guys, it's time to play some baseball.
While they're leaving, I would like to put on the table and
Well,
working on it.
Garnan was going to say something before everyone started interrupting about puberty.
I apologize. Go, Garnet, go ahead.
No, just go to the thing. Go to the place, Willie's.
I'm sorry. It was the one time I make a joke. I swear.
I know that feeling.
So with that being said, Skulven and Garnan start making their way to Willie's in the Pike District to pick up your animals. But I say they are looking good and clean, and you notice that as you are receiving them, you are each given a pouch.
Dog treats?
Well, you see, in these is there are some dog treats in there, but in each of these packs is about 30 days worth of rations for your pets.
Ah, thank you.
Not a problem. But like I said, I appreciate when people take the time to actually learn how to take care of their animals.
Oh, pardon me.
I appreciate that, Will. Thank you.
Not a problem. But make sure you note in your inventory that you have 30 days worth of rations for your animals.
Inventory? You speak of this like it's some sort of game.
Well,
inventory is the word they would have used.
Welcome to the tutorial of taking care of animals.
30 days worth of rations for both of them?
Yes, for you, Garnet, 30 days of rations for both of them. So William, make sure you guys are set up. You have your proper tools. He also does give you some, he gives each of you some grooming tools to make sure that you can properly maintain your dog's health. So, like, there is a brush and everything to help you take care of their fur and everything.
Okay.
Okay. Not like anything like a brush to make the dog look fancy. No, just a brush to maintain the fur so it doesn't become ragged. But
No one likes ragged fur.
well, it's bad for a dog's health, actually.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Fun fact about taking care of dogs and everything. If they have a decent amount of fur, it's always a good thing to make sure you comb or brush their fur, so
Yep.
that way it actually maintains their health. Because otherwise, having patches of fur and everything actually makes them more exposed, and actually could lead them to getting more infections.
Also, if you don't brush it, the dander can build up and overheat.
Yes.
Same with cats too.
Exactly. Fun fact about taking care of animals.
Yep. Gotta keep them groomed.
We will go over this stuff. I will go over Knackle stuff. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, but don't forget, Knackle just has access to all of the spells because he's a cleric.
That's right, he does, doesn't he?
You just have to pick out his spells at the beginning of each day, which I could easily do.
Okay.
I played a
Oh, I
cleric.
guess he doesn't need
I
this
did
tiny
too.
butt, because Bim's
I have as well.
Play her right. Someone didn't tell me to play her right.
I suppose no different than the wizard. The
I-
wizard also has access to
There's
all
one
the
expectation of you're playing a class when you're in my campaign. You need to know how to play the class, okay? I don't.
I purposefully played something.
It's just a
I
matter of
didn't
who
know how to play.
chooses.
Clerics are fun.
If I were to
Okay.
do the class I knew how to play, I would have played
And
one.
that...
Also, you didn't really ask me any questions about how to play a cleric, though.
Okay. These hit points and stuff.
I hate you.
What?
Alright,
It's not
anyways.
even related. That it's over. Let's do this right now.
Anyways, focusing in on the game. Blue, I will go over. Tiny, I will send you information about the city the village you were in when you and your party were attacked. But that is not directly in the front of the Ravaged Path. It's a little bit inwards, so you're fine for right now. But you do know. So, just because for this information, Blue and Garnet, you guys don't need to roll, but for the Ravaged Path, if anybody would like to roll a history check of what you know about the Ravaged Path, you certainly can roll.
Watch this, guys. Natural 1. Another 11. That's a 10.
Disadvantage?
No, it just... This is just a map of... this is just knowledge of the country.
17.
17? Okay.
Oy.
What is it? Let's see if Knackle knows anything. Knackle actually has been doing some research, so he actually does know what the Ravaged Path is.
There's a cat.
Oh, excuse me.
Karik.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Karik stats. Let's see, history, -2, so that's a 3, so he doesn't know anything.
Oy.
And Losa.
Someone's gonna... 8.
Let's say. Elosa, no bonuses, but an 18, so she doesn't know about the Ravaged Path.
Okay, so Billman or Zark.
I would say Zark would get an advantage on this.
Would he?
Yes, because of his background.
8.
8?
8.
Spend some time. The Ravaged Path is not what he remembers. But I say, so Skulvin a 10, because you're a 6. Well, no. And Garnet and Blue, you guys already know. You guys already know about the Ravaged Path because you've walked it. So, just so you guys, and information so you guys know about the Ravaged Path. The Ravaged Path is for anybody who rolled over a 5. You guys would know that the Ravaged Path is a path that apparently has had many attacks on it. It's been destroyed, rebuilt several times. The path is still the main travel path between Stratford and Melbourne. However, because of the last 15 years, basically, the Ravaged Path has become kind of a war zone with the orc tribes. So it's kind of been a bad trading route, and honestly, the people who are willing to risk more tend to take that path. But it's not recommended, but many people don't like having to try to go all the way around the country just to get to Melbourne. So they still take chances with the Ravaged Path. For anybody who rolled over a 10, you guys would also know that the Ravaged Path does have a couple of villages. There are villages along the path that that help people out, especially traveling caravans, as it does take about 2 weeks to get from 2 to 3 weeks to get from Melbourne to Stratford. There is a large distance there. However, anybody who rolled over a 15 in this particular case, you would know that a lot of these villages are under the thumb of the local tribes. The orcs do kind of demand payment in order for villages to be maintained. But it is a kind of a rough relationship, as orcs tend to demand more than what the villages have, and it does lead to a lot of fighting. Garnan, to your knowledge, the villages you've been to, the people are very quiet. They don't ask a lot of questions, and you were able to pass through with not too many ease, with pretty easily, essentially. Blue, you would know because of your charming self and the people you've talked to. It's a pretty rough life to live in the villages and on the Ravaged Path. Most of them hate it, but they live there because survival, and that is where they grew up. And some of them are looking to try to fix their home. Easier said than done. And you would definitely know that life on the Ravaged Path has only gotten worse in the last 15 years. Having grown up towards the capital, you would know that you've heard horror stories of like war parties coming back, barely surviving the Ravaged Path. And as you guys gather up your stuff, and you guys are ready to go, you head back to the stables and collect your horses and your carriage. And you start on your... What's up?
Don't say it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't say it.
Don't say, oh no.
No what?
Roll initiative is what I'm expecting now.
No.
Not that one.
And you start on making your way towards you guys start heading towards the gates and make your way to the road to the Ravaged Path. Now that we're on the open road, guys, about to say, so I need to know who is...
Wait, hold on. Before we go, could I buy some extra food for the horses?
You certainly can. About to say, feed for horses does not cost much. Hold on, let me pull up my info on that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Jordan and Spalding will get their dogs.
Yes, they do have their dogs, which are following very happily.
Following? I thought they were going to get the cart. Okay.
Well, I mean, no, they're following you from Willie's.
Oh, okay.
They followed into the cart.
They'd probably ride in the cart if you told them to.
Well, we're gonna tell him to ride in the cart because that's a long trip.
Yeah.
I will be in the front.
All right. So I need to know who is driving the cart. Who is doing what they do?
I wanna drive the cart.
I will be in the front of the cart to navigate.
All right. So
Not drive.
have you both? I'll have Skulven roll me a animal handling, and because Blue's there, with advantage.
That one. Oh god, that 3.
Are you right?
Well,
That's a 3.
That's 3.
Oof.
Damn you, oof.
Oof.
That's oof. That's
I-
like,
I-
oh shit, they ran away.
I thought I was driving, but whatever.
Oh.
Wait,
Well, I
who?
called.
I
You were both calling it at the same time. He just fixed Skullen.
I apologize. I didn't. Well, for you, you're coming in pretty quiet for me. I actually am having a hard time hearing you.
You are actually pretty quiet.
turned up my volume.
Your
How-
volume's at max for me, and you're still pretty quiet.
Once my phone gets a little bit more.
There we go. Okay, I can hear you perfectly now. I've got. I clicked on your guys' things, and your profile pictures are bigger. Tiny, what the hell is your profile picture?
Parasite, one of the enemies from Parasite.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've watched Parasite. That's disturbing.
It's the final boss from Parasite.
Okay then. Anyways, for a month's worth of feed for the horses is like 3 gold pieces.
I give him 3 gold pieces and take the food.
He hands you about 4 sacks of oats for the horses. And he recommends that you allow them to be also able to eat some of the grass and everything. It is good for their health as well.
I put the oats on the carriage
And he does throw in a couple apples for free.
I put the apples in my bag of holding.
Horses like apples. Just don't give them a lot.
They
It's a sweet treat.
They will get. Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, that is actually true. Horses really do like apples, but you should not allow them to eat a lot because it is sickly sweet for them.
What about carrots?
Oh, they do like carrots.
I would like to ask him for like 5 carrots.
He will give you the carrots. That's fine. But anyways, so just so I got this right, who about to say Alosa, Carrick, and Philman are more than happy to walk alongside the cart and everything. About to say, is
Cart
Bim?
not hold all night.
Oh God, no! It's a basic cart. You guys aren't traveling by station wagon.
But besides, Zard weighs 1,000 pounds.
It is true. You need at least you need 4 horses.
Since Garnan isn't driving the cart,
You
he's
wanna
gonna
go,
walk.
Gonna walk?
Yeah.
Yep. I say, is Bimp riding in the cart or is?
Bib's probably riding in the cart.
Yeah.
Bib only has a walking speed of 25.
Yeah, Bim isn't exactly able to keep up as fast. About to say, Knackle is more than willing to walk unless you want him to keep a perception out for everything. About to say, but yeah, for the most part, you guys start making your way. I would like someone to be keeping, somebody to be keeping watch. Who would like to roll a perception check?
I really want to keep watch.
Wait. Who has the highest perception modifier? I have a +4.
You're also driving. I have still.
He's got a walking speed of 30.
Yep, he's fine.
Perception is
30.
plus
Speed
2?
Where's his skills?
His skills are right here, dude.
Well, I'm looking for perception.
Nuh-uh. It's all skills.
I
Hey, you have
perception
natural
of
perception,
plus
remember?
2.
Perception is wisdom.
Right. What's his wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
I
So
can just add that.
he has a +4 to his. He has a +4 to his perception check. He's
Oh,
not.
same as me. Nice.
Yeah, he's not proficient in perception, but he does have a +4 because that's just his wisdom modifier.
Isn't that a spellcasting modifier?
Well, that's literally his wisdom +4, and that is his spell. That is the stat that he uses for spellcasting.
That's what I said.
But
that
yeah.
is...
All right, moving on.
Here, I'll add perception here.
Yes, this is my maturity level. Alosa has a +3.
I think Neckle should roll. I'm not doing it because I'm
Carrick only has a +1.
navigating.
And yeah, that's all the characters. And Bib has, I assume, a +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does
Yeah.
Billman.
So
Me and Knuckle have +4.
Okay, so between you two, I want to turn down your volume real quick. Okay, I'm turning down your volume real fast. Okay, you're good.
Alright.
All right, so Knuckle or Skilvin, who wants to roll?
Alright, rock, paper, scissors, let's go.
All right. Wait, hold on. How does this
Rock.
work?
What?
So, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's what we're-
Actually, no. Let's both roll D100s. 33 or below is scissors. 66.
Well, you could
66
do a
to
die
33.
10.
If you're doing it like that, you could just do a D6.
How about we just do it this way? Skull and roll me a die 6. Odds it's Knuckle, evens it's you.
Fine.
Okay. Knuckle will roll. I say, let me grab one of Knuckle's die.
Just had to cut me out of the chunk. Boulder parchment shears.
I'm about to say, if you're gonna play rock paper scissors in the D&D world, you might as well do it correctly. So that's a 16. All right, good to know. All right, so you guys start making your way. Which, by the way, the wilderness around Melbourne is very pretty. By the way, very well tamed, very well put together.
Hey, Lennon.
Stone parchment shears.
Yep. As you guys are making your way towards the Ravaged Path, you notice that a lot of the farmland and everything is very well maintained, very well guarded and protected. You do notice there is some destruction around, as obviously Melbourne was attacked and everything. But as you guys start making your way up the Ravaged Path, you get to a fork in the road. And literally there is a pole that gives you directions. One to stay on, one telling you that straight north is to Stratford, and the other one is veering off towards the northeast. And the northeast sign says Hampstead.
Let's
We
go
will
to
be
Shack.
staying away from Hampstead.
However, there is one sign. There is one other sign that's that's separate from the pole, that is in the direction of going north. Does anybody
Just go straight.
does anybody speak Orc?
I know.
Blue.
Nope.
I'm about to say, in Orcish, you do see a sign that says. "Keep out."
We're gonna keep out. Let's go towards Stratford.
It says keep out from Stratford
It just says "keep out from the path."
in the direction.
Yep, that's what it says.
Or Blue would like to read it in common.
All right, so you read it in common, so everybody can hear the sign that says "keep out."
Well, let's go to Stratford. We need to go to Stratford. Go.
Now I'm just imagining Garnan was making his way through the Ravaged Path, and he saw the sign, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck it."
He doesn't know Orcish.
Exactly. It's like, fuck it. That writing looks weird.
He doesn't have a country accent, Winter. Jeez.
Sorry.
That's a sign I'm ignore. I don't understand what that says.
They speak Furbolg, where it's just like, well, hey there, I can't read what that sign says. Well, let's go ahead and gonna keep moving. Thanks for warning me, though, sign.
I would like to hit with my hand crossbow.
You shoot the board easily. The sign falls over.
Look at puppy.
No, oh my gosh, that dog's so cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Dog vision.
That's something really cute.
It's adorable. Anyways, as you start heading down the Ravaged Path, you are now officially on the Ravaged Path. You start making your way down.
You mean up?
Me. Heading upwards, up the Ravaged Path.
Thank you.
You're very quickly noticing the layout of the land is a little bit different. You notice there's a lot more boulders around here.
Nice little dude. Nuh-uh.
About to say, notice that there are more boulders around. You'll notice that the land is a little less maintained in comparison to like Melbourne or Pegland or anything like that. It's a little bit more similar to Belval, but the plants aren't like the grass and plants aren't dead. They're just a little less maintained, and nature's kind of taking its own course. However, you do see like tracks. Obviously, the path is very well taken. They're a little bit deeper than what you normally see in these kind of paths, so which means that they're probably heavier carts. You start making your way, and about an hour passes, 2 hours pass, 3 hours pass. It's about noon of traveling down this path, and you notice that there is there appears to be about 30 to 50 foot wall based on what you can see in the distance.
Oh.
The only people who can see this wall are Skulven and Blue.
Garnan is going to like get into the cart with his puppies after a couple hours of walking.
All right.
Just to let them rest.
All right.
Oh. Sorry, that was coming because I'm hearing the puppy whine.
Yeah, he wanted off.
Good dog.
Oh my God! What have I done?
I don't know what.
I'm all the way at the top of the D&D chat. Why am I all the way at the top of the D&D chat? Oh my God! Oh my God! Why? I can't. How do I get to recent? Jump to present. There we go. Jump to present. Thank God. I clicked on attachment and it sent me all the way to the top. I've seen things I never wanted to see. Things that said senpai and then people slapping each other.
God. Oh, not your eye. Oh, God.
Oh my God. Anyways. So yes, Skulven and Blue, you guys see you see what appears to be like a makeshift wall that's about 30 to 50 feet long from where you're standing. You can't really tell because you're a bit of a distance away. But you can see this wall, and part of this wall is on the road.
Got them.
I just whispered, keep going.
Alright. Did you tell anybody?
Yeah, I would like to kind of shout back to the rest of them.
Just shout back to everyone. They're all standing like next to you.
Fine, then just say to them.
just like, hey guys, there's a wall.
Wall?
No. Just keep it as it is. Hey guys! But right here, calm down.
Just like, no need to be loud. No need to shout.
What's that? Sorry.
Alright, you guys keep moving. And you notice that, was that there before? No, it was not.
I'm going to keep moving the cart along.
You guys keep moving. No, about another like 30 minutes pass, and you guys are now coming upon the wall. It's a bit closer now. The wall is tall. This wall seems to be made of like trees that have been chopped down, and then the top have been sharpened. About to say, go ahead.
How civilized does this wall look?
Roll a nature check.
Can I try
Of course. Ah, 21.
About to say, oh, this is savage as it gets. Like this is like you would about to say based on your knowledge of like how building works and everything. This is somebody chopped down trees and I mean it's very well put together in the sense of like, you know, the ropes that connect all of this are very taut. They're very well done. It's not like it's gonna fall apart or anything. However, it's very ragtag. This is like tribal, like old school fashioned walls.
Would this be closer to like human work or orcish work?
Based on the craftsmanship, it leans towards more tribal tools, so you assume orc.
I turn to blue. Is this human or orc?
Would Blue know this? He's been in a camp before.
Blue, you would know that most of the camps you've been to, orc camps, if they do stuff like this is when they set up shop. This is orc craftsmanship.
This is where an orc tribe is, and this is where they're staying. The cat is pounding on the door.
Let me in!
To drive around this place?
To drive around, it would be pretty difficult. The road goes straight through. If you wanted to go around, it would take significantly more time, and you also risk the carriage might take some damage. Because as I mentioned,
what's the hold up?
So where would we have to how would we get around this? Through it?
Meow meow meow.
What's the hold up?
Well, Garnon is right here with us. You can see the wall.
No, I can't. Winter said I didn't.
I did say that
I'm in the cart right now.
I did say as you guys got closer that, well, I mean, you were probably distracted by the pups, so you probably haven't been...
Yeah, no.
I've been napping.
No, I'm definitely distracted by pups.
The holdup is a wall.
Garnan, about to say, as you look off the side of the cart, you notice a very tall wall.
Is the wall blocking our path?
Yes.
Is that all you wanted, was to say hi?
Turn back.
Does there look like any way around it from what I can see?
Based on what you can see, there does not appear to be a way around it. If you wanted to, you could probably, if you took it a little bit, you could take the cart around. It would take time, and also, like I mentioned when I described the terrain, there's a lot more boulders and rocks around. You risk damaging the cart if you go around.
So basically, we have to go through this. We have to go through this place to get the other side.
Not saying you have to. I'm just saying that you.
Would I notice that it's also made of orc? Did Tiny say that?
About to say, Tiny. I don't know if Tiny Blue said it out loud.
Yes.
He did.
He said it out loud.
All right, then you.
Blue, you can speak orc, right?
Yes.
Why don't you go try to talk to him?
You got.
Probably want to call it.
You do see I'm a human, right?
You guys get a bit closer. I assume you guys are still walking and talking.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You get a bit closer, and because you guys are not stealth at all or anything, you do hear a horn just.
By the way, Garnet would have gotten out of the cart by now and walked beside it, but left the pups in.
Yep. As you hear a bit of a horn, and as you guys get a bit closer, you're about 30 to 50 feet away, and you do see these two, like, doggish-looking humanoids standing out front of the wall.
Doggish looking?
Yeah, they're like doggish-looking creatures, kind of.
Oh, good. It's cheat.
Would Skolven know that this is a knoll?
About to say, roll a nature check.
I would like to try to talk to them in orc.
Oops. Didn't realize my mic was on.
I would like to stand on Blue's side while
Yeah.
he does that.
Skolven, with that roll, I would say your character has never bumped into one before. This is a new race to you.
Would Blue know about
Okay.
this or not?
Blue, honestly, actually, you have no idea. Roll me a nature check.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm taking a quick look at my nature. I have a +3.
So
That's a
22.
22.
Yeah, you would definitely know this is a knoll. About to say, you've never encountered one before, though. When you went down this path, it was just orcs. You've never seen a knoll around this area. However, you do know there are knolls closer to Hampstead. They're a little...
Skolven's going to just quickly whisper everyone to get ready for a fight.
Yeah. And I need a check.
Swords.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I heard that you hopped out of the cart and are actually you left the dogs in the cart, but now you're walking alongside it.
I said I wanted to be on Blue's side just in case he started talking to them.
Sounds
Just to give
good.
him like a little more of an intimidating presence if he needed it.
You got it.
And Skolven's still sitting on the front of the cart. He's just not holding the weights anymore. He has his hands on the pommels of his swords.
Noted. As you guys are about 30 feet, you guys notice that a knoll puts up a hand to get your attention.
I will do the same.
Okay.
I would like to get off the cart and say greetings in orc.
Hold on 1 second.
My cat is trying to steal my lap.
How does he take your lap off of you?
That sounds weird, man.
She's in my lap now.
Here we go.
You did not just pee again, you little turd muncher. Quit peeing, dude.
About to say, you watch as this creature approaches you, and just you guys hear him say, "Do any of you speak Goblinoid?"
I do.
No.
I speak Goblin. I speak
He
Goblin.
does speak goblin. Dude, samurai.
Okay.
Well, nice.
Okay. About to say, I know. Actually, hold on. What does Carrick know? About to say, because he's from the Underdark, he actually, if I remember correctly, he actually speaks Goblinoid. We didn't write down his
No,
stuff.
we didn't.
But I do know because he's from the Underdark, he would know Goblinoid as well. But Skolden, you hear him say, "Halts! You in Ilk tribe territory. What business you have?"
Skolven responds in Goblin, and he says, "We wish to pass through and be on our way. How much is it going to cost us?"
He looks at your cart, and he looks around at the people. For you to get through, be 300 gold.
excuse me? Excuse me? 300?
300.
Is that price negotiable?
You could certainly try. Roll a persuasion check.
I would like to give a bardic inspiration.
Okay, you have bardic inspiration.
Blue just randomly starts playing a song.
I mean, it's a bard.
Haha! Winter, that's 26.
26. He looks at you.
You guys hear the dog growling at the cat in the background?
Yes, I can. You see him look. You see the Knoll look at his friend, and they kind of bark at each other. They're speaking Knoll right now. But I say, then he looks back to you. 200 gold. Final offer.
Yeah, sure. We can afford that much.
Okay. I say, who is paying it?
I have not been told of the price yet, so.
That's true. Nobody knows what he's saying except for what they're saying, except for Karik, who's just kind of nodding his head. Is like, yeah, this is about right.
This is gonna cost us about. It's gonna cost about 200 gold to pass through here. So.
We got 250 from the Baron.
But I say, you notice that.
I don't feel like paying it, so.
I would like to pull out 200 gold.
Philman actually will hand over 50.
Garnan will hand over 25.
Alosa will 25 as well to balance that one out.
Okay, so I give him 100 gold.
Yep, and
Is that it?
The Knoll will take the Knoll will walk over and take the gold. You guys notice as this Knoll walks over, he smells awful. Like he smells like he's just been hanging around the garbage. He's like a dog that went through the garbage. He smells. No, we can hear you.
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, you're
Where
good.
the heck is Kadir then?
Kazir is walking. I assume Kazir is walking along the cart and everything. But yeah, no. As he walks by, all of you could smell him. He smells like he just been, like he jumped in the trash can, like a dog who went through the trash can and decided to just start rolling in it. He would take the 200 gold, just, and he just kind of looks at the gold. Then you hear him bark a couple of times, and all of a sudden you see a section of the wall opens up, and the gate opens, and you guys do see there's a town beyond the gate. Welcome.
What kind of town is it all?
Like...
No.
About to say, well, you guys aren't in there yet, so you can't really tell who's all in there.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to town of Ilk.
I don't like that.
For the warm greetings.
About to say, and for anybody who needs to know, it is spelled exactly the way it sounds. I-L-K.
Ilk.
Ilk.
Yeah, I thought so. Like the word ilk.
Yeah. Well, it is. Yes.
Knowing Goblin finally came in handy.
Yeah, about to say, when you start messing with some of these races, like knowing Goblin and all that stuff is super handy. Because this is kind of the Goblin is kind of the language that a lot of these creatures like to speak to understand each other. Also, just for, but I say, as you guys are walking in, you notice that this is a town. This looks like a human-built town. Like this looks like a town with buildings that have been put together by humans. You do see blue, but I say you actually happen here. But I say this was once known as you would know this place that when you came through here. This was actually one of the villages that one of the last villages that was on the Ravaged Path that was not overtaken.
Does Garnan know this?
Yes. Garnet and Blue, you guys would know this as the town of Crestfall.
Ah.
Crestfall has fallen.
Olympus is
So I'm just
fallen.
gonna keep the cart going steadily through
Okay.
Ilk Village.
About to say, as you come into Crestfall, which is now Ilk, you notice that there are a decent amount of gnolls. About to say, they seem to be the new guards of this area. They all seem to be carrying around what appears to be like spears, and a couple of them are carrying around, about to say, longbows. They look dangerous. I will say that. You will say that. There's a decent number of them. They're around every corner.
I would like to whisper to Skulvin, it might actually be a good idea for us to stay here. It's getting noon.
You do see some humans. That seem to be trying to go about their day. Of course, if you see any humans go near the gnolls, and you just hear a gnoll growl, and the human just, and just the gnolls just.
Because Garnan is right beside Blue, would he have heard what Blue said to Skulvin?
Yes.
Blue. I don't think that's the greatest idea.
You said
I say
they're
we
carrying
keep
around
going.
spears and longbows?
For now.
You notice, as you guys are kind of moving the cart through, you notice you see a little boy walk up. He kind of has his hand extended, like looking. He's a beggar, from what you could tell. You see he has his hands up, like trying to get spare change.
I would like to give him 10 gold.
He just looks at it wide-eyed.
Thanks, mister.
Oh,
And you see,
Garnan is going to kneel down to him before he runs off with his gold.
okay.
Little boy, where are your parents?
Oh, it's just me and my mom now. Lost Dad about 2 weeks ago.
I'll pull out.
He looks over to one of the gnolls.
I will pull out 3 platinum pieces.
He
Hand them to him.
he just looks like he doesn't even know how to react.
Take this to your mother. Keep it. Don't let anyone see it.
You watch
Get some good food.
You watch as he kind of, you see that he has a shirt pocket. Like he's holding the little thing of 10 coins, but he puts the platinum pieces in his shirt pocket. And he's going to try to be stealthy about it. We're going to see how well that goes. That's cocked. Alright, no, the boy very, very cautiously kind of uses your frame to hide, tucks it into his shirt.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
As he kind of waddles off to, this is a young boy, probably about 11 years old, still very young. Runs over.
Garnan gives a soft and gets back into the cart.
You notice as you walk by, as you continue through the town, which it's not a huge town, it's an okay size. As you continue through, you do notice there is a bulletin board halfway through the town that does appear to have some jobs on them. And you do notice there appears to be a town crier as he's going through the town, just kind of letting everybody know the local news.
I want to listen in.
All right. News from the capital. Struggles in power. King being challenged.
King Bean? Is that what I heard?
Yes. These guys aren't exactly, the most sophisticated. You're kind of in Hicktown a little bit.
That's funny.
Ravaged Path extended under a new town name Ilk. Pay your taxes!
I want to run it. I want to. How far away is he from the?
Oh, he's like 15 feet from you guys. You could easily run over there.
Hi.
Yeah. Ah! Yes?
I'm looking for someone named Ezrin. Have any news of him?
Nope! No idea who that is!
Garnet rolls his eyes and gets back into the cart.
He starts walking by. News from the capital! And he just basically just repeats himself. You continue through. You do notice there are, but I say as you continue walking through, you do notice that appears to be a stand with a couple of yes.
Could we go ahead and find an inn to book a room at for the night?
I mean, there is a local inn.
I don't. It's only noon. We don't really need to.
If we get caught at night,
totally keep
we
going.
could very well die.
Yeah, but it's only noon. I don't see the point in stopping. We've only been going for about 3 hours now.
Well, the towns might be deeper in, and we could definitely save this place. Sorry, you spelled it wrong.
Knowles is with a G, not a K. Common mistake. But anyways, you guys continue going through the town. You do notice on the way, you guys are getting a bit farther you're getting closer to the edge, the northern edge of town. As you get there,
I didn't realize I was muted again.
it's all good. You do know.
Can Kazir check the map? Not bulletin board. You said.
The bulletin board? Oh, absolutely. If you want to walk over there.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over to the bulletin board. There are actually a couple of jobs on here. There's a couple of wanted posters. Appears to be maybe some local criminals.
Seeing Garnan seeing Kazir go over there, he'll join him.
Okay.
Just in case he can find any news of Ezrin.
Okay. About to say. Meow? Oh, hey kitten. How you doing? Hey. Oh, kitten. But I say you see a couple of bounty posters. Appear to be local bounties. 2 of them appear to be for humans. That look. One looks kind of like just your average day farmer. The other one appears to be kind of a more well-dressed individual.
Mm-hmm.
There is one that kind of is a gnoll, but it looks a little weird because this gnoll looks like he is missing an eye, and his skin is a little bit more white than it is gray, darkish gray. You have to assume he's probably albino. There is a couple of ones that you guys have seen before. They're mostly just like basic ones, a little bit more common bounties. You do see one for Ezrin, but it appears to be the same one that was in Peglin. Nothing updated.
Okay.
You do see a couple of things that says wanted adventurers, and a couple of them say. You do, however, actually, you know what? Kazir and Garnan, roll me an investigation check.
All right.
Alright. Individually or just one of
Individually.
Okay, investigation, that is -1. So,
Minus
11.
+3 for Kazir?
Yep.
Okay, so 17 and 11. Garnan, I mean, it seems to be a standard bulletin board. Some of the information's a little old, but some of them appear to be updated. But I say, there's one that's roughly drawn that just says, wanted human slaves. It's written very garbly, as if, like, this person, whoever wrote it, does not know Common very well. However, Kazir, as you're looking at this, you notice something. Each of these are put in a very weird order. And after looking at a couple of them, you notice that a couple of posters are kind of in front of others. And at one of the posters that seems to be a wanted poster, that seems to be right in the front, if you just read it as if it was a normal word, it does say help. As if somebody, the person who's updated this bulletin board, actually put on a help sign using the different bulletin posts.
Oh, I get what you're saying. It's like the all the new ones arranged in the letters of help.
Yes, basically each of the ones that he has set up, like the letters are set up to say help on them.
Gotcha. I point out to Garnan this. I quietly pointed out to him. Garnan, do you notice how it looks almost like it says help?
And on the very last one that represents the P, is a sign that says that's trying to advertise for people to come to the local inn, which is called the Fall Inn.
I guess it does. Should we check it out? Tell the others?
Yeah, we should tell the others. It would help settle the debate of whether we should keep going or wait here.
Alright. I'll head back to the cart and tell the others.
Okay.
I'll go with him, thinking that now seeing the help sign, thinking this is a little bit more dangerous than this town seemed, which is actually kind of saying something. Sorry.
What? A town controlled by gnolls is a bad place to live? What are the odds?
Well, I mean, before he was kind of thinking this was sort of dangerous, but now he's like, this is a lot more dangerous. These people are actually needing help, before it was kind of... Yeah, no.
Alright. So you kind of let everybody know what the thing says? Alosa, it looks a little uncomfortable here. These people really need help. I've never seen so many people are cowering in fear. Karik just kind of says, "It feels like back home. That's not a good thing."
Excuse me?
Kitten, why? Why are you
So,
up
you guys want to
there?
spend the day here?
Yes.
Where's invest?
Alright, let's go. Go to the tavern for some good drink and good beds.
Guys, my kitten is on top of my bookshelf again.
Oh,
No.
Spider
it all.
cats.
Spider
Hey, hold on.
Bat cat.
Cat.
There you guys. I changed the camera a little bit so people could see.
Catman.
Why are you on top of the bookshelf? That's what-
Winter, there's no secret stuff. It's sad.
Not her. Thunder.
There's no secret stuff, what?
There's no secret stuff. It saddens me.
What do you mean?
What's good stuff?
Like going into another chat.
Oh,
Oh,
Sad
come on. It
ones,
can't
man. I'm
happen
glad for that.
every
I-
session. Wow.
and it actually
Well,
kind
it
of
means
did.
I'll have to.
Actually, it did kind of, because he talked to Abby about something, so it did kind of happen.
Yep.
Fair.
Abby did get.
But
Abby,
that doesn't count because he muted his mic when he did it.
it's true.
Good
What's
point, I guess.
Oh, they're talking about their disappointment
it's
that
still a
there hasn't
secret.
been any secret chat yet.
I'm glad.
Oh.
But knowing our luck, something will happen very soon now that we mention it.
You don't know. So on the paper that you guys saw, it does show where the Fall Inn is. So basically, the directions on the thing tells you where to go from the bulletin board, and it doesn't take that long. It's more towards the center of town.
Were there like any keywords on the thing on the bulletin board that would help us like ask who needed help?
Based on what you can see, the message literally just says help, and like in the way the different pages are set up, and it's left on it ends on the advertisement poster for the Fall Inn, and it says to contact based on if you want to reserve a room or anything like that, you want to go to the Fall Inn and you want to follow these directions and speak to oh gosh, I actually have to look at my notes here. Oh, it's on my phone actually, because I was writing notes on my phone recently. Helps me keep track of some of the stuff. You want to contact a Miss Alyssa Thorne.
Okay.
Is what?
Alyssa Thorne.
I'm pretty sure I spelled her name wrong.
How do you spell it? A Y instead of an I.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how I
Yep,
put it in the chat.
exactly the way you spelled it. It says to contact an Alyssa Thorne at the Fall Inn.
Okay.
Well, we're going to the inn.
All right. It doesn't take you guys that long to get to the Fall Inn. Again, it's not a huge town. As you get there, as you're walking, though, you do notice that the knoll guards are kind of keeping an eye on you. Like, they don't trust you. Which is standard which is a standard knoll for you guys. You got most of you who know. For those who do know what knolls are, you know that knolls are naturally paranoid. They don't trust anybody. But I say, as you get there, you do notice that on one of the last street corners, as you're getting close to the end, you do notice that there is a person. It looks to be a man, early 20s. You notice that he's just kind of on his. You notice that he's on the ground, knees in the grass. His arms are chained, basically people took oh god, how's the best way to put this? They nailed some chains into the ground, and they have his arms chained to the ground. Basically cuffed and chained.
Yikes.
He is wearing trousers, but he is not wearing a shirt. And you see a knoll standing behind him. This knoll appears to be this knoll looks like he's seen combat. Like he's got scars on the side of his face. About to say, you'll notice that a part of the side of his lip is missing. So you can see his teeth are just basically standing out a little bit on his lower left side. One of his irises is gone white, while the other one has remained a standard dark color. And you watch as he basically barks at the human, and then he basically pulls back a whip, and he just starts slashing it down on him. The human just
Garnan pays no mind.
The human just kind of muffled. And you just hear the continuously whipping down on the human. You walk up to where this is happening?
Yeah, I walk up directly to the knoll.
Alright, you walk up to him and you just see the knoll look at you like, what you want?
Speak goblin to it.
Yeah, he's speaking goblin to you.
Back off. Get slashed.
Man break law, he be punished.
What's that crackling happening?
That is my dog walking around.
Punish
Aw.
you.
Not my puppy, my oldest dog.
Repeat that, Skullman.
Keep punishing him, and I'll punish you.
Roll me an intimidation check.
God dang it!
Ouch.
My
That
rolls.
thing.
You no look tough. This man steal. This man be punished.
Steer your goddamn life.
You notice that a couple of other gnolls start walking up beside him. There's about 5 gnolls now looking at you. Be on way, unless you want be next.
This is why you die.
I gotta do this for backstory reasons. Please.
It's what my character would do.
You guys do notice while this is all going on, Philemon decides to walk up to Skulvin. He kind of pats you on the back and jerks his thumb. And in Draconic says, "There's a time and a place for this, boy. Now's not that time."
Walks away.
Okay. You watch the gnolls. They kind of hang around. They wait. You see that Philemon also kind of gives them a stink eye. Like, Skulvin, you could see this. Just this look of death in his face. Like he wants to just bite into their neck. And he just walks away very stubbornly. Very reluctant to move away.
What's that about you two?
Bad memories.
We all have we all have our own stories, son. Let's get into the end.
Don't call me that.
What's the matter, son?
Skulvin.
Go ahead.
Don't.
And then I go inside, and then I head towards the end.
Okay. You guys walk in. As you walk in, as accustomed to you guys, whenever you walk into an inn, normally it's very bustling. There's lots of people, everyone's happy, and there's music playing. This could not be the more opposite. This inn is empty. There doesn't appear to be anybody here, except for 2 individuals behind the bar. Just kind of, well, not even a bar, but I say bar, but it's kind of, no, it's pretty accurate, actually. There doesn't appear to be, like, a walk-in podium or anything, or, like, a side area where you would check in for a room. Yeah. There just appears to be, like, it's a nice place. It kind of looks like a farm, like what it used to be, like a barn, like a barn house or something like that. And about to say, there's basically a bar stand next to where the stairs are that go upwards. But there's nobody at the tables. There's nobody drinking. There's nobody. Shut up! I'm still getting over this. I'm endowed with phlegm.
Ow.
As you guys walk in, you notice that there are 2 individuals, a man and a woman. I'm about to say, they look to be, the woman looks like she's in her mid-20s, about 26 years old. And you see that there's a guy who's about probably like late 20s, probably about 30 years old. They appear to be a young couple, from what you could tell, that are just working behind the counter. But from what you could tell, they seem to be arguing a little bit. Alyssa, I told you, we can't, this is dangerous. I can't just stand here and do nothing. We haven't gotten any customers. Anybody who comes in here is running in fear.
Aye.
Oh, we'll talk about this later. Hi, welcome to the Fall Inn. How can I help you?
Can we get a room?
My friend here and I, we saw your note on the board.
You see
They're not.
You see the gentleman the guy just kind of looks at the girl and just daggers in his eyes, just shakes his head, and he walks away.
Can we get a room, maybe? So.
Oh,
Skulvin?
Absolutely. In fact, why don't I walk you up to the rooms right now and show you what we have?
All right.
Sure.
And she walks around the counter and starts walking up the stairs.
I fully expected Skulvin to agree with it and give a wink.
Blue was looking after the guy that
Go ahead.
followed the... Well, Blue was looking after the guy, but then followed the woman.
Just keeping an eye on him. He
Blue. I think you should come with us.
I will.
You notice that the guy who you guys were talking to, he just kind of grabs a broom and he's just sweeping the floor. There doesn't appear to be a lot of dirt or dust on the ground. It just, he just gets to work.
He needs something to do.
Yep. The woman leads you up the stairs and shows that there are a decent number of rooms here. There's about 6 or 7 rooms here. It's fairly decent sized building. She's like, here, I'll show you the biggest room. Obviously, you guys might want to see that one. She takes you to the very farthest back room of this place and opens the door. Here, come take a look. I was about to say, it's a 2-bedroom. It has 2 beds, multiple tables. As everybody gets in, she closes the door. Okay, so I see you have my message.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill some gnolls, get my money back.
Thank God. I thought that. I thought I was being a little too clever with that note. I didn't know if any adventurers would catch what I was doing.
Yeah, I only barely caught it, so if I doubt those creatures could see it.
Oh, she kind of waves her hand. I'm not worried about them seeing it. I gotta say, these creatures are dumb as hell. They could barely read common to begin with, and even if they could read common better, I don't think they hold the intelligence to read read the message I put out there. I was more worried that adventurers wouldn't understand the message I put.
To Chase, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is these creatures that are roaming our village. The fact that they took it over, the fact that they renamed it, and they took it in the name of the Zun Empire.
Quick question, Winter.
Yes.
Would Garnan know anyone in this town?
No. Your character was more focused on just getting bed for the night, and then moving on.
Blue might have actually stayed at this inn before.
That's a good question. This is the only inn in town. Go ahead.
Yeah, when he went through towns, he actually played a bit because he needed to get his mind off of the what happens.
Yes. I would say, Blue, you do know this inn. You haven't been here in months though, so it's been some time. It's been roughly about 3 months, 3 to 4 months now since you've been here. So you do know the place, but not well. It's one of the villages you've passed through over the past year since you left the capital.
Garnan kind of shoves Blue forward a little and goes into the back. Checks out the room.
The stuff was that you used to be this used to be a town.
There and there.
Yeah, it was kind of messed up right now.
Yes.
It used to be a town called Crestfall.
She nods her head. Yes, this is the town of Crestfall. No matter if they call this place the town of Ilk. But
we wish to help you. This was actually pretty good, and when I stayed at it.
Well, and she kind of curtsies and kind of lifts her skirt a little bit. Thank you, I appreciate it. I do a lot of work to make this place as likable as I can, but we haven't had a customer in...
Winter.
Yes.
Can we leave the skirt lifting for later? Jeez.
I'm sorry. I know, ankles. They're so distracting. But anyways, we haven't had a customer in a month. The only customers we get are typically people who are renting out rooms to hide from the gnolls.
I can see why.
we've had so many rough times, and we've already had one uprising that did not go well.
Well, we've been training for.
Is there a window in this room?
Yes, there are two windows in this room. One that appears to be going out, looking out behind where the inn is, and also off to the eastern side of where the inn is.
Bernard's gonna look through the eastern window.
Anything particular you're looking for?
Anything coming? Any trouble, possibly?
Scolin's just gonna lean against the door.
Someone he might recognize.
Roll me a perception check.
Let me open my phone real quick.
I say.
We're here to save
Sorry,
the town.
going quiet.
No.
No. Garnan, you don't really recognize anybody here. They all just kind of look like the same faces you've passed by a million times. There are definitely a lot more gnolls here than you remember.
Just and Scolin's just gonna lean against the door, and he's just gonna be like, just listening through the door to see anything that's coming up there.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you wanting to help the town. But I say we have a little bit of a militia here actually, and they're kind of hiding out right now, but they're here. They are in the town. They're just waiting for the right time. And unfortunately, they killed the town leader about 2 weeks ago, and just unfortunately, a lot of people are a little hesitant to rise up against them now.
I look
Town
her.
leader wouldn't have to have a son, would he?
Yes, he does. He did have a son. Unfortunately, his family was kind of made an example of. They took his house and threw his kids out on his son and wife on the street.
So his son's gone into begging.
Last time I checked, I haven't seen him in a little bit. But then again, I've been kind of, behind the scenes working on stuff, hoping not to get caught.
May or may not have given him 10 gold.
She just kind of nods her head. Gold is a good bargaining chip here.
I think tonight is a good time as ever to fight 9 trained people plus a militia. I think we could.
Who are you
we could do
guys?
this. We are the Solaires. Most of us come from Pegland.
She kind of looks around. Well, she knows what Peglin is. But she's never heard of you guys. But then again, to be expected.
We are a very new group of adventurers. We've already helped 3 cities. Well,
We saved Melbourne and killed a dragon.
and whatever the hell the thing was that was attacking the city. The amalgamation thing.
Yep. But I say, Blue, roll me a persuasion check since you just blurted out, "We killed a dragon!" I'm gonna roll to see if she believes you.
That is a 27.
27?
What I just put in the chat is all the stories that we have as the Solaires.
Aw, why you delete it?
I don't know who deleted it. It just disappeared.
That was Wealth.
Why are you deleting it?
He's a jerk. Don't mind him.
It's the D&D chat, and it kind of is where it's supposed to be.
There's
Yeah.
a 27.
It doesn't go
Yes.
anywhere else, and it's not like it's spoilers. It's stuff we've done.
Anyways. 27, she's awestruck. Well, she believes you, because...
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Why do you keep on deleting this? Huh?
Deleting what?
The story titles?
But I say,
It was, but okay.
she's...
Oh, yeah.
She's kind of
Oh, the girl.
she's kind of awestruck. She doesn't really know what to say because you basically tell that she believes you because she rolled a pretty decent insight check, but yeah, even with that, like 27, that's a pretty fucking believable. She just kind of looks you up and down.
Skolin looks up and he says,
Oh yeah, heartbeat.
Blue, do we need to have the talk again?
Garnan's gonna switch windows while this interaction is going on right now.
Yep, you just
I think the same thing.
You walk through the other window. You see you get a view of some gnolls and everything that seem to be pushing some people around, kind of pushing them into the dirt and laughing about it.
Does he recognize anyone?
Nope.
On this side?
Nope.
Okay.
But anyways, the woman looks at you. Where's my manners? My name is Alyssa, and I'm the owner of this inn.
Nice to meet you for a second time.
Nice to meet you, Alyssa.
Was that
'Cause
man you were
here's my
talking
name.
to related to you in any sort of way besides other co-owner or whatever?
Oh, you're probably referring to my husband. Yeah, his name is Isaac. He's a good guy. It's just he's after what happened to Mayor Thomas. We're all a little on edge, and he doesn't want to see something happen to me.
That's completely understandable.
Isaac used to be a member of the guards before everything that happened. And now he's just trying to keep everyone safe. He's one of the people that leads the militia now, and he's just kind of waiting and biding his time, trying to find the right moment.
I would like to have a talk to him.
Absolutely. Just you'll have to give him a little bit to kind of calm down. Ever since he found out about that message, he is worried that one of these creatures is gonna figure out what I'm doing.
Even if they try to attack here, we will be here.
About to say, well, either way, if you sincerely want to help, I can take you to where the militia is. Maybe you could talk to some of them and make some plans or something.
That would be a good idea.
As you guys are having this conversation, you hear some stuff from downstairs, just like a sound of a door cracking open and some sound of skittering feet.
Skolin's gonna go investigate.
So it was Garnan.
I would like to pull out my lute and prepare.
Let me play you the song of my people. Ding 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 ding.
I would like to
Garnan's
prepare
gonna
Eldritch
ready
Blast.
his kubikiri.
Okay.
While walking down the hallway.
All right. As you
Skolin's
guys.
just gonna walk down the stairs holding both his hands on the pommels of his swords.
Okay.
Oh god, they're gonna end up going crazy and killing, aren't they?
About to say, as you walk down, you see Isaac is on the ground. He's still alive, perfectly fine. But you do see the foot of a gnoll standing on top of the back of his head. Not putting any pressure, but more like just a kind of a sign of dominance.
I'd like to cast Eldritch Blast.
No.
Are you doing that right now?
No, that's a bad
I'll
idea.
let you.
Garnan is going to walk up to it with his ready kubikiri.
Well, why didn't you wait until I finish explaining what's going on first before you do this?
Okay.
All right. You watch as Isaac is on the ground. There's a gnoll. This gnoll is much bigger than any gnoll you've seen so far. Most of the gnolls you've seen are about 4 to 5 feet tall, very smallish human size. This one is standing about 6 feet tall. He seems to actually be wearing studded leather armor, a little bit more protected than the others. He actually has weapons that don't look like they're broken. And you hear him speak in common. Well, I haven't gotten my taxes from you yet. What seems to be the holdup? And you see, there are 3 other gnolls behind him. They're all just they're kind of moving tables around, kind of knocking them over and knocking over chairs. And they're all just kind of like,
Yeah, where's the payment? Why haven't you paid the boss yet?
Skolin takes his hands off the palms of his swords, placing against his side, and he's with a diplomatic tone and speaking, I guess, common. He says, "How much is this man's tax?"
So you notice the tall gnoll turns to you. What's wrong, Isaac? Are you less of a man now and you're having other people pay your bill? He just turns to you. This man owes a debt of about 25 gold pieces.
Only 25.
Yeah.
I'd say your finger's worth that much. You should be fine.
Are you trying to intimidate him right now?
No, just making a witty remark.
Yeah. Huh. Funny. I was gonna say maybe your tail or maybe one of you is worth that amount. You guys don't make the best slaves.
Lay off.
Skolin stops smiling.
Mutt.
Slaves.
He turns to face Garnan, who Garnan is the tallest person in this room. This is the only person he actually has to like truly look up to.
Casey, Charlie, I'll get this.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. Get some sleep, okay?
Did Alosa come into the room with us?
Alosa's at the top of the staircase, and you can see the look. You can see that she's not happy. She is containing her anger. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna roll for composure. I don't know. She looks like she's handling it pretty well, but based on
But to someone who was paying attention, they could see.
yeah, they could tell she's no, she doesn't like this person at all. He just kind of looks at Garnan. Huh. Well, you're a tall one, aren't you?
You're not even worth 25 gold, so why don't you lay off?
Funny, you
Yeah,
should
now let's
say.
cut the break, Garnan. Tell you what, big guy, you can beat me in a one-on-one. I'll let ya. I'll pay you 50 gold. How does that sound?
You see him, you hear him laugh, but it's not like a laugh. It's like a hyena laugh. And as he... Exactly, and you hear all the other 3 are just kind of mimicking that sound. Please, you're not even worth my time. I've killed you foolish adventurers like you all the time.
Come on. Mano y mano, sword to sword. We don't kill each other. How's that sound?
He just looks at you, and he looks at the rest of your party. I know you're kind. I'm not dumb. About to say. He kind of looks at Isaac, and he kind of just kneels down and puts one clawed hand on the back of his head, not hurting him, but making Isaac know it's ever present. You got until sundown to pay me, or I'm coming back. And this time, it'll be you who gets the nook. And just kind of pushes his head down. Alright, boys. Let's move. We got more work to do.
Garnan waits for them to
You're
leave.
not done talking to me.
He just turns his back, doesn't even look at you, and keeps moving.
Yeah, that's right. You better run.
Kazir's been kind of holding himself like he was considering attacking, but knowing that it's better to wait.
About to say, all of a sudden you see the door go open, and you just hear that cackling laughter from these little guys who are just like,
Yeah, it's a good one, boss. You know how to show him.
Exactly.
I hate minions.
You're welcome.
I hate
I turn to the rest of the
minion
party.
town.
The door slammed shut.
I look to the rest of the party after the door shuts. We're never killing those bastards. That one's mine.
Deal.
Agree.
Garnet goes back upstairs.
I go down to Isaac.
I say Alyssa walks over to Isaac and like rushes over to Isaac and kind of helps him up. Yeah, Isaac's just like, it's fine, it's fine. It's just we're getting low on funds. I don't even have 25 gold. We've had to dip into our reserves so much just to keep these bills going.
Scoven hands Isaac 30 gold, and he says, "Leave me to your militia group."
He just looks at that gold, and he kind of just pushes his hand back to you. I can't accept this. I can't accept any of this. God, you just see he's furious. Like he looks like he can barely contain his own anger. He's just fucking like arms flailing up in the air. I'm sick and tired.
Why don't you help us kill him?
He just kind of looks you up and down. You guys any good with weapons?
We've killed the
I
dragon.
show him. Never mind. I'm upstairs.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm upstairs.
We saved Melbourne and killed the dragon. I think we're pretty good.
We've done quite a few things that most would think would be
Who's all
impossible.
downstairs right now?
Mostly everyone, with the exception of everyone. Most of the people came downstairs from the only people who didn't. Alosa's at the top of the staircase.
Okay.
Karik is on the staircase.
What did we do with our horses and?
They're outside. They're currently parked out front.
Why do I have a feeling the horses are going to be in trouble?
The pups are inside.
Okay.
Because I assume that you guys would not have left them outside.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid, they left them outside.
I know. But
I mean, it's bad enough without the horses outside.
and you notice Philman's at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
And you notice that he is growling like that gator hiss. He does not look happy.
I'm gonna guess is Knackle outside with the cart then?
Yes, Knackle's outside with the cart. He hasn't
Okay.
left it.
Okay.
Oh, good.
At least it's one person.
He's helping.
I would like
To rage.
I would like to go to
Hey, that's my
I'd like
thing.
to go to Isaac and start playing the tune that I played when I first came to this end.
All right.
I will not play the song of my people.
Ding 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 ding.
I gotta get a
I was
banjo.
gonna say,
The funny, Travis once mentioned to me that he wanted to play a gnome that was a bard that plays the banjo, and he'd literally call what was his name, like Stick to Wood, and he would just
Something like that.
he would just like lean on trees and lean on fences, and it would just, all you'd hear is ding 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 ding. But anyway,
just like whenever the party's thinking about what to do, and they're like, and then
not now. But it's just funny that, and he also commented like, I honestly would consider just carrying a piece of fence around with me, and then everywhere I go, I just set the fence up and just hop on it. That would be genuinely funny. But anyways, you're playing Bardic.
Just have the spell Liamon's tiny hut. Just spawn it whenever you really do a performance.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
Oh god. Anyways,
blue.
so Blue, you play your performance again. Are you giving Bardic Inspiration, or are you just playing that tune?
Just playing so they can remember me since
That's true.
Due to it being the Ravaged Path, they wouldn't really have bards.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll with advantage for history. remembering, essentially. Okay. You notice a sense of recognition comes upon both Isaac and Alyssa. Right, you're that bard. You came with that caravan not that long ago. A couple months.
That is correct. That's though, however, that caravan was killed by orcs.
Oh.
Now I'm with these people.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Well, ever since that Tanaruk showed up, just been causing all these problems for the Ravaged Path. You notice that
Here to help.
Yeah, you notice that she's very, very well aware who's in charge of all these people. However, very fortunately, the Tanaruk does not come anywhere near here. Right now, there's only 2 people that we really have a problem with. I don't really know their names. We just kind of call them by their color.
That whitish gray one, isn't it?
Yeah. The whitish gray one that you saw, I assume is still outside. And the one you just saw, which the one you just saw, better say, is very deep gray. Not black, though. It's very deep gray colored fur with kind of like a white mohawk going downwards from the top of his head down his spine. Going into his armor. But I say, we don't really have names for them because they don't really give names. Gnolls aren't exactly known for that.
I see.
You don't need to do performance, Blue, but I say, this is something that's more like muscle memory.
Do you want to just feed us that militia so we can kill the furry fuckers?
Alright, we'll show you where they are. And with that, that's where we're gonna end this tonight's session.
Aww.
Okay.
Okay. And that's a
a
decent
good-
place to end it.
How dare you?
4 hours. That kind of sucks that we were there.
How
But
dare
at
me?
least we got a new quest. We got a new adventure.
How dare?
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 Well, I do dare. I dare 2.
I dare 3.
I dare 4 times.
Oh, how dare! Well, anyways,
I
guys,
black hole dare everyone.
you guys have finally reached the Ravaged Path. I have
already
been.
have a plan.
So you guys have finally reached the Ravaged Path. I have been planning on this for quite some time. Let us say you guys have arrived in
Now
the...
we get to overthrow another government. Woohoo!
Yay!
overthrow another government, except for in this case... Well, except for in this case, this is actually like a town currently being run by tyrants.
Yeah, overthrowing a government.
I
Not a very good
already
one.
kind of have an idea of how to kill the upper guys.
You are so
Guiding
freaking big,
bolt
dude.
and then Skulven attacks.
We got to see a little bit of a darker side coming out of Skulven, considering the fact that this is probably a closer to his background than you would expect.
Yeah.
I think I'm playing Garnan well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are sticking to your characters very well. And no, I expected nothing less of Skulven. But I say, walking in on slaves getting, quote-unquote, slaves being abused. But I say, basically, I mean, this is basically how they would have treated them in the pit, except for there's a little bit of leniency as people can freely move around. Skulven would not have been able to.
Yeah.
But, say, Philman, it's not obvious. Philman's also not handling this very well.
The only time really Garnan really showed his quote unquote true colors is when
With the boy.
that little boy said his father died.
Yep.
Hey, well, what were you going to say whenever Winter interrupted us? Whenever
I
told
don't
you
even remember.
Sculpin said he was 15, then Winter interrupted us, and I was asking what you were going to say.
I don't remember.
Of course.
But you guys have finally arrived at the town of controlled by the tribe of Ilk. Oh,
how far is that knoll from my weight class?
How far is that knoll from your what?
Weight class.
Oh, weight class? Oh, knolls aren't exactly very heavy, but I say you're probably heavier than him.
I can take him.
But I did forget to mention, there does appear to be some kind of there does appear to be a banner inside of the city. But I say it's tattered and looks awful, like in care, but it appears to be kind of the head of a dog with a sword going through it.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
not
Garnan,
like
that would make Garnan so angry, man. He loves him some dogs.
yeah, but not like stabbed into its head. It's like a sword and then the symbol of a dog in front, like a ravaged, like a savage dog in front of it. I need the name of the town.
What?
No, don't worry, Tiny. I will go through my notes and I will send you the information of the villages you went through.
I also need a calendar still. Jesus.
I will work on it. That's a lot of information. I work on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Yeah.
I'm about to say I am gonna end this stream here. Say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and anybody who ends up watching this in the archives, hope you guys enjoy the story. But I say things are about to get a bit different from your normal aspects, as you guys have been going to cities and going to towns, which are civilized and good. The Ravaged Path is not.
True. A lot more battle-y.
It's a pretty fucked up place. What I say?
I sense this is going to be one of the bigger battles we've done.
Very strong possibility. For now, I hope you all take care. I hope you all stay healthy, and most importantly, I hope you all stay fried.